gonna start really quick. My name's Anna Connie Walters. This is Heather DiRocco. Thank you so much for supporting us and putting this together. It was literally last minute. And then I'm gonna introduce our gracious host, Ken, who is the co-owner of the Boba Room. But while he's doing multitasking, getting drinks, I want to have you guys kind of go around the room. This is also an opportunity to network. So I just moved from Okinawa, Japan. We were together there, and I already know how networking is the most powerful thing you can do for your business, because sometimes it is who you know to get stuff going. If I didn't know Heather, I probably would not have been able to pull this off. So she was the one who put me in contact. She hustled hard when I gave her the idea, hey, I want to do this. I put it out into the world before I had any idea how I was going to do it. I am a yoga teacher. I am a nurse turned entrepreneur. So I was in the military as a medic. I spent 20 years as a surgical oncology. And I gave up nursing when we moved to Japan. I followed my husband there, who's active duty military. And I started a stand-up paddleboard business, and then from there it turned into a pre and postnatal yoga business, and then from there I needed to do more because I got pregnant at 40, and I was trying to run both businesses at the same time, so AI became a huge factor in helping me do all of it. And I say all that because if I can do it, you can do it. And I know a lot of people in the wellness industry are really afraid and timid about AI. And it is really scary, and like I say a lot, AI is moving at the speed of AI. It is very, very fast evolving. Heather and I, who are in this space, we're constantly in trainings, and before we can sometimes even implement, there's something new, but you guys are not needing to keep up at the space that we are, because we're actually teaching it. For you guys, what we're about to introduce you to is the best step ever. You have unlimited tokens for the next, well, we have until 7 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. So you guys, after this is over, if you have something solid or you are like in build mode, keep going at your own speed. I am going to show you, because I don't believe that a lot of you know the gold that I have put into the website. So you guys all have a sheet. You guys have access to the SheBuilds website. It wasn't just a website. And why did I do this in Lovable? It's because I wanted to show you guys what's possible. I built this entire experience within the Lovable site. I'm not gonna lie, I've never touched Lovable up until the day that I decided to do this. I am usually using Base 44, which is another vibe coding kind of platform. But if I could figure this out with little to no experience in Lovable, this lets you show what's possible. And my thing is that I am very much a metaphor girl. So I like to bring props. I want you to clothe yourself with a possibility scarf and do not get caught up in like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I want you to just start with the idea, okay? We have 3 hours. Because I am a yoga teacher, I'm gonna make you break every hour, and we're gonna do some chair yoga and do some breathing, because you guys need to incorporate that in your wellness practice. Many wellness practitioners do not actually do their own craft. They just teach it, and we're really good at it, but we forget to implement it upon ourselves. So I'm gonna teach you some chair yoga poses. We're gonna break for just like 5 or 10 minutes. Stretch up, get up, get your blood flowing, and that will help you. I also brought some water, because boba drinks are really sweet. And so in case you need to refill, there's infused or not infused. I wanted to be forthcoming and let you know that it is tonic water. I came from Japan. It's basically hydrogenated alkalized water. I put it at the lowest setting, but it's really good for you. That's all you need to know. Okay? It will help you just continue to build. So if you're not already in your SheBuilds dashboard, that's the first thing that I need everybody to do. And then Ken, we're gonna let you borrow our laptops so that you can start building.
Oh, you know, when I registered this, I think I have to like sign up for some kind of account. Is that what that was?
Yes. So when you sign up for this, I think everybody here has a Lovable account, but when you come in, if you go home and do this later, there was a go to your prep checklist. And when you're here, it gave you all the accounts that we would recommend you have. So, who here is building something for just their business? They have no intention of sharing it beyond, like with clients, nothing. It is just for their internal use. One person. Okay. Everybody else is building something forward facing for their business to either sell or to give as part of your things. That is why I built the Build Lab inside of this platform. Did anybody know that there was an AI agent inside of your thing? No. Okay. So my goal with this, come on in, is to make sure that you guys are not just building to build. How many times have we created a PDF thinking it was the most amazing thing ever, and crickets, when we put it out into the world. Nobody wanted it because we didn't do the research. We didn't have our ICA in mind, ideal client avatar. So anybody here have no idea what they want to make? Okay. So I gave you guys an Ikigai vibe code worksheet, okay? This should help you answer some questions. I don't think you guys have any here. If you're really stuck, I want you to kind of go through this to give you an idea of like questions that you should be asking yourself to kind of try to ideate. Ikigai is a Japanese thing, so I was like, this is perfect. But it is really thinking about trying to create something with new vibe code that lights you up. Because if you create something that you're like, ugh, I hate this, I don't want to do it, you're not going to want to use it yourself. And I find that most wellness practitioners, if we can build something that we're happy to use, it's just that much more powerful, because then you become your own case study. Okay, many of times the things that I've started have been because I needed them for myself, and then it became such an amazing experience for me personally that it was so easy for me to sell it and to push it out to my people. So when you guys go in there and register, everybody obviously has a Lovable account. Anybody not have a Lovable account?
I'm struggling.
Okay.
Sorry.
So no question is too small. That's why Heather and I are walking around. So just join, and then just scroll down.
You just have to be on the year versus work.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, just, no, because I didn't do a registration. I didn't get that far, but just go ahead and register. I just want to make sure you get it. If for some, the day's already here, you guys, so if you guys are like, ooh, I don't have an account, just create it. So, anybody else need trouble?
Yes. So I have to say, when I look at my email, it could say.
I've been working this morning.
Me too.
So go to the main site. Yeah.
Just bring it. Oh, that's just the ball off. Like, the CC retention. I do. It's so good. Hawaii. It's all totally that little app. But it doesn't.
So people is actually.
I don't even know what I'm building, but I'm so good.
No, this is amazing. So SheBuilds is actually how level market they're doing this. I'm thinking back with it. So join business and scroll down. Did you try this already?
No.
I went to the water park with my kids yesterday. The Wi-Fi. I've never been on that site at the beach.
Yeah, they were very busy when we walked in.
Okay, so. I will get it on myself.
Okay. Let's just do this. Let's just
So
do that.
Why didn't yours work?
Now check, if it doesn't, come back here and just continue it.
Okay.
You know what, you just do that.
Is it for
It should work.
personal business?
You said I could try to do this on my phone?
You can. It's gonna be a little bit of a difficult. I have my husband's laptop. I'm gonna try to see if I can log into that. Just let me get everybody else. Heather, do you mind helping Timmy so that I can just finish? Okay, so while everybody else is kind of ideating, I built the AI agent that you guys are about to experience so that it makes the process of building something functional and ready to go right from the start. So I heard some of people were like, yeah, I'm not very good with prompting. Ta-da-da! Welcome, you haven't missed anything. From my experience, I've created massive amounts of iPutted stuff and really, really cool apps. How you prompt it in that very, very first prompt matters. Otherwise, today's a special day. We have no limits in tokens, okay? But on a regular day, this is kind of like your prep for the real world, which starts at 7 p.m., where you're gonna be charged every time you have to ask the language model to make a correction, change something, even if it's something as small as a color or a font, okay? And that stuff adds up. If you're not prompting correctly, it is still about prompt engineering. Vibe coding's cool and it's sexy and they're trying to sell you that you can create this massive, awesome thing with 2 sentences. Could you? Yes, but the reality is that they're not showing you the headache that you're gonna deal with on the back end. But like, it's still not quite it. The color's completely off. It's missing like all this stuff. It didn't take my customer's journey into account. When I click this, it doesn't make sense that it goes to this. Those are the things that we're not thinking about. So I built an AI agent to help you start researching before you build anything. Make sure that there's actually that gap in the market and that your ICA is actually going to want to do it. Based on your business, what you do and who you serve makes a huge, huge difference when you're creating. Anybody not using either of those? Anybody not know what any of them are? Okay, so if you guys haven't heard, a lot of people are leaving ChatGPT. Why? Because the other language models are like blowing them out of the water. I know Heather is a Claude gal. She was trying to get me, no? You didn't like Claude? You were like, have you tried Claude when I first met you?
Perplexity.
Oh, she's
So,
even more like.
That does everything. You can go and bounce around and it chooses the best model for whatever you're talking to. The other thing that we'll send you after this, I found all of the base prompts. Someone posted it and I downloaded it out of GitHub. So now you can basically take that and make any model work like Lovable or something. So you paste it in and then you're on a AI that has unlimited prompts and it'll make this planning a little bit easier. I like to build in Gemini, which is Google's Canvas, because it just pops everything up. But if you're using one of these paid versions and you move it into a website called GitHub, then you can use the AI in there to fix stuff too. And GitHub is open source. So there's just a lot of things that we won't be covering today, but don't get scared that, oh no, the free's over, I can't build this, I'm gonna go broke. There are ways around it. I'm frugal, and I will help you all. Be frugal with me.
So if you are a ChatGPT lover, like you've been best friends, they're your therapist, your BFF, your co-working best, you can still use it. It's just knowing that they're getting left behind in the water with the developments of what these other AI agents can do now. I've been experiencing with Claude, and I was talking to Ken, the owner of the Boba Room, Joel. Agentic AI is basically where we're at, where you can literally now download an AI model onto your desktop and it does things without your permission. Now, that's the scary part for some of us. I don't expect you guys to think about doing that today, but my experience with Manus, which is now part of Meta. Meta bought out Manus, which is going to be big. Why does this matter? These other platforms, social media, Disney is now pairing up with language models because they are competing. They are noticing that people are now leaning into AI for the things that they used to go to all these other platforms for. Manus is what I use for market research. If you have like a YouTube channel that you do that you need to transcribe from, this is a free way to do it. I have a free account with Manus. I do not pay for it. You can hook it up to your Notion. You can hook it up to Google.
But what's this thing do?
So it's another language model. It's just like ChatGPT, but it's just a more advanced version. It can do things more better than ChatGPT.
Well, you said something, it can transcribe videos?
Yes, so if you have, like, let's just say you found a YouTube video that you want to do a deep analysis, or you want to redo for yourself, or it's your YouTube video and you want to create a blog post, an email, a social, but you need the transcription and you didn't record it in a transcribe like Descript or something, where, or Zoom, where it gives you the transcript, you can now just give it the URL of the YouTube, and you can put, like, I've seen Russell Brunson, he does it a lot for his like hacking, and he will put up to like 10 YouTube videos of that one specific topic, have Manus take the transcript, and it's not, the transcript is not the magic. The magic is that I want you to get the transcripts from all 10 of these videos, and I want you to do a deep analysis. Why did the YouTube video do good? Give me all the facts that I can. Put it into an e-guide for me. Make an email and then create 5 reels and a carousel. And it will do all of it for you in one go. Okay, so Manus is really cool. You can hook it up and tell it, hey, you already have access to my Google Drive. Once you do that, I want you to drop all those files into this folder that I called blah, blah, blah on my Google Drive. And then you walk away, you do whatever else you need to do, go see a client, and then it will be right there.
This is something you can download to your computer?
You don't have to download anything. It's all just a web browser. You just go to Manus AI. So that is in your portal. So you guys, I already included it. So you're not like, how do I get to that? In your prep checklist, if you're like, I don't know where that is, come to the right-hand corner, go to your hamburger menu. We're here in prep. Choose one or the other. If you're like, I don't really want to deal with another language model, stick to ChatGPT for today. But I highly encourage you guys to start playing with either Manus or Claude. And if you go to the right-hand corner, it'll open up the window. Claude has been exceptional. I've played with Claude for not that long. You can see some of my chats here. You can create what, like you're used to your custom GPTs. You can create projects. It connects everything to whatever. You can write code with it. You can create apps right within Claude too. Claude does everything else, but it also has the ability to be downloaded onto your desktop. We're not here to talk about agentic AI, but just know that that is possible. You can pick different language models. It will, like the way that it intuitively asks me questions before it delegates what it's going to do for me, so that it has a clear understanding, just so that I'm clear, and then it will ask me follow-up questions, unlike ChatGPT. Questions that I was like, I wish it would have asked me certain questions. I don't have to prompt it. Claude naturally is doing it. So if you're writing a book, your memoir, a PDF, any type of writing, a lot of people are favoring Claude, and I can see why. The differences, and this is your opportunity to go home and do this later, but just know that you need one of them to do the deep research before you actually build out your app. So once you do it, you have that. The rest of it is really for just those people who have like, I still don't know what I want to make. And if you're still there, I want to come around and talk to you so we can go. Everybody needs to now go to your hamburger menu and come here to the Build Lab.
Okay, I'm stuck.
Okay, no worries.
I don't know what page I'm on.
Yeah. Did she get in? Okay, so go to the up. So make this bigger to make it easier for yourself. Go all the way to the top. After this, that hamburger menu, you go to Build Lab. and that's where we're at. Now, if you wanted to go check out Plaid and Amanda just did. You got it? Okay, right? Yes. Yeah, okay. Thanks. It's okay.
So for me, I like.
Yeah, we don't usually like we don't usually put gold in there unless they ask for it. Some people don't want it.
This is really sad.
Oh, maybe she did.
So this is where she just went to build a land out, but where I was is for this particular side.
If you haven't built anything in, you're having trouble logging in, just do it with
She
Intuit.
was just asking about.
No, that was on here.
That's here. It's just, I let you go with them. Okay, so now, I think charges.
Oh, wait, did I build?
So this will go here.
What she was just.
I know,
That's what she was
that's-
talking about. From the account and the farm.
So Matt asked, what is that? Did you get it?
Play around.
Play around with it.
For 7 days.
Okay, so yeah, we can just check with
But every
it.
day,
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
nice.
do it, there's something to try it. So
Okay,
Once you wanna work.
so the magic is here, the Build AI. Did anybody know that this was here? Okay, so it is going to take you step by step through the entire process. Now, EmpowerHER has already been like, well, I already had something and I'm just here to like clean it up. You can try to do this, see what it gives you as your super prompt, and then we can give it to Claude or Manus to say, this is what I've already built, this is a more beautiful version, can you help me figure out what's missing so that I can give it to Lovable, and then that way you have a better working thing. But if you're like, I'm okay starting all over because I have unlimited credits, you totally can, just build a new project in Lovable, okay? So, the point of this is that there's no more guessing, like, oh, Patty, this is gonna be overwhelming, it is not. I want you though to start with your dream client, and if that dream client is you, then answer the questions as you as the business owner. What do you want help with? What are you struggling with? What emotional state are you in? I cry in my shower every night because I'm a hot mess and I'm not making any money and I have no clients. Like, nobody wants to work with me, but I'm awesome. How do I make people love me? Okay? That's okay. I'm not gonna see these answers, by the way, so don't feel like I'm gonna judge you later. What transformation do you want to create? What is the reasoning that you're doing this business? I have different reasons for why I continue to maintain all three of my businesses. My missions for Fat Mermaids, my missions for My Yoga Magic, my mission for EmpowerHER are all three different, depending on where you are. But if you wanted to create something for a client or to sell to people, because you want to make money, they're saying that you guys have maybe, and that's a very maybe 18 months to make as much money as you can with AI before it becomes wide stream, and then everybody's gonna know how to do it, and it's that curve of adaption is gonna be over. Like, you're not gonna have the edge anymore. Maybe she has a different.
I am gonna argue with you there because I have a friend of mine that I was working with that I created all of this stuff for her, and finally she's like, well, I want to update the copy on my website without having to play with code. So I built a Google Doc where all she had to do was go in there and update the questions for her quiz and the copy. That was too hard for her. So you're always going to have clients that are not tech forward, that you are going to have the edge, and it's going to make you more employable because you'll know how to use this and you'll be faster at completing stuff than other people. So this is why it's so important, and I don't think that curve is coming that fast. I'm giving it 10 years, so we're going to Vegas tonight. We'll see. 10 years or 2 years?
So I got a question, like, my classmates are like, way back. So I wanted to create an app for my classmates where we could all get in and share, and it's, private and it's protected. Oh, it's okay if somebody's gonna steal my identity. Oh, it's okay, don't want to use this, don't want to use that. So I kind of thought, since I was coming here, maybe create an app. Is that something that this can do for us? For
Yes.
me?
Yep.
Yes. And the security measures that you're talking about are all things you want to include as primary features. So we're gonna be talking about it. And you see there's, on step 4, it's an MVP filter. So at the end of the day, you might have this beautiful dream of like some 10-page app with like 25 functions, but we have to give it, we wanna build our foundation. Because if you build your house on a shitty foundation, your house is going to crumble. Like, it's just not gonna withstand you trying to build underneath. It's gonna say, well, that's gonna be hard because we don't have the infrastructure built in. We didn't build that in, and it's just gonna eat up your credits in real time. I know we have unlimited, and I want you guys to test it out. We have 3 hours to do it. However, we also want to prep you for the real world where every decision, every question, now I'm gonna give you some tidbits. There's a plan mode in Lovable where you use less credits when you're in that mode to make small adjustments, or have Lovable ideate with you before you deploy so that it really has a better understanding. It eats less credits, and you're giving it what it needs before you deploy it into the actual system so that it can do everything, okay? So the first thing that everybody needs to do is go ahead and fill out the identity clarity, just because that is your best way to figure out. The purpose of this is for you to be able to have a final master prompt to just copy and paste literally into Lovable and have it build you whatever it is. Now, I will say this one is for the app. If you don't want to build an app, what? Hold on. It did not work. I'm going to show you guys my secret, so no judgment. So this is mine, just so you guys can see. This is how I built this out for you guys, okay? But it does not look, when you guys scroll all the way down, my view does not have it. It's supposed to, sorry, not that. It's supposed to, come on. Uh-oh, I will get it for you. Sorry, no problem. Okay, do you guys see build something else at the bottom of yours? Mine doesn't have that. You see?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Let me double check. Oh yes, okay, I just needed to refresh. So, this morning, I made this change because I was like, you know what if not everybody wants to build an app? I don't want to force you to do nothing. Maybe you're like, I don't even have a website in a client. Maybe I should start at basics. Do that. So, if you're building a website, I created a custom agent to walk you through the same process to do a website. If you're creating an online course, I created an agent to help you, guide you through that. If you just want to create a blog, like literally just a website that will host your blog, I have that. And if you're a teacher or you're trying to create an actual slide deck for maybe a presentation, a workshop that you want to host, I've given you one that actually will guide you through a presentation. So, 5 ways that you guys can build something. I don't care which one you choose, just choose one. Okay, one that you're like, I don't know. Close your eyes. This is the secret to building stuff. Close your eyes and just let your fingers do it. Point to the screen and be like, I guess that's what I'm gonna create, okay? So that's the other way to do it. And then once you do it, you should, like if we're just gonna create a website, it will guide you through the same type of questions. Who is this website for? What is the #1 action you want visitors to take? What's your brand's promise in 1 sentence? Okay? each one is different because each agent is built to help you create the best prompt ever for the best whatever it is you decided to make. This is where Heather and I are gonna walk around. This is kind of my jam. I am an outside of the box, I'm a forecaster. You give me something that you wanna do, and I'm there. I know how to look at all the components and think about it from a 10 steps forward. Go like, yeah, but then what's gonna happen if this happens? So take advantage of that, because that's why I'm here. Heather, her background is in, like, you go ahead and tell them kind of a little bit about you. Here's your little, your spiel.
So,
Who doesn't know Heather? Because I know none of you guys know me except for Tabitha.
I majored in math in college because I got a scholarship for it. I didn't want to major in math, I wanted to be a diplomat. So I always used to joke, hey, you waited tables? I majored in math. But I did go to grad school for international relations. I only took one coding class in college. But I was always that real technical thinker. So I never made it into State Department and wound up working for the Department of Defense for 20 years as a counterintelligence agent. So I worked on some of the big data projects that would eventually turn into what we're playing with today. But I was always the person that was like, oh, can you put this written stuff into a spreadsheet? Because I didn't understand spreadsheets. I'd arrive and it'd be all in this massive spreadsheet. I'm like, this needs to go into an Access database because this is gonna break. And people can't use it across our 5-state region. So I was eventually gonna go into digital forensics, and I was taking most of the classes to be able to go into your computer and see if you were fine. But I moved out here instead because my family's out here. I took more of a management position, and then COVID happened, and I never got to finish it. And I was a temporary employee, and that part of my life ended. So I decided to take an entrepreneurial journey, which is really funny. I worked for a mutual fund company, got my 763. I thought life insurance would be similar. No, it is not. If any of you are thinking of that, it is not, it's different. So, but I found a customer relationship management system that I started hooking bots into, so I didn't have to answer how much do you weigh, how tall are you, all the qualifying questions, and it would come straight into the CRM. So people stopped asking me about life insurance, and they're like, how do you do that? How do you do one-time data entry? So that's sort of how I got started on this AI journey to what we're doing
Welcome,
today.
come on in.
Hi.
They're still serving on up. Happy Women's Day.
But-
And one guy.
So that's my background. There was another question in there too, or why am I doing AI, or anyway.
I'll give a
Spy to
testimony
AI.
about her. So I have known Heather for, you're 10, right?
Right.
Yeah, so Kangen. Anyway, I know Heather from RBNI, and I played around a little bit with AI as well, but I'm not as far sighted as Heather. So I want to automate because automation is the key to being more money activity driven. So she came up with some really awesome stuff. But sometimes she talked above my head, so I said, go ahead, try that again. But she has definitely made my life a whole lot easier. Because, most of us are afraid to put stuff in there, right? Because we think, oh, damn, I'm gonna break it, and then I gotta start all over. But going back to Heather, I did this, it doesn't work. Why? Because she's there to help. So, you gotta put Heather on your phone.
Order to work today is what she's trying to say. So So, I'm gonna let you guys start to go through the process. This is where you need to be okay and you'll be like, honey, I need help. So we're gonna start going around and just kind of helping you. What it's gonna do is that once you fill out this first version, is when you go to the next one, whatever it is. So like for me, just to show you, I was doing the app. Let me go back. If you get kicked out, oh wait, that's not what I wanted to do.
Yeah, it didn't like that I gave it a bunch of Google Docs. It's like internal error. I think like everyone's using this today, so if it was gonna go down, this is definitely a stress test for Lovable.
Yeah, so when you guys come here to the Build Lab, as you guys start to create stuff, so once this is created, I'm just gonna go with my idea because I haven't built this yet. I'm gonna go to next. Notice how it's generating my prompt. So it's reading all of the questions that I've answered, and now it's giving me this research prompt. Act as a market research expert, conduct a deep dive analysis into, and then it took this from the answers that I gave it, a burnout wellness solopreneur. Who here feels like that? Yes, that's who I am trying to like target. Before I keep going, I'm sorry, I meant to do this because this is also a networking thing. And I'm gonna show you one more quick homework that I need you guys to do, but before you do that, if everybody feels comfortable, I know we may have some introverts, but this is your time. I want you to put your possibility scarf on, be brave, and just know that you're in a safe space. Stand up and give us your elevator speech. What's your name? What do you do? Who do you serve? And how do you serve them? And if you're like, ooh, I need some space, we're like, skip, and then we'll come back to you. Okay, but this is good practice because if you struggle with being able to answer this is a perfect thing to have a conversation with AI with. Use the voice thing. Talk to it like you would talk to me and say, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is my year's experience, this is what lights me up. My coach calls it the domino light. What is your domino light? What do you love to do? What can you talk about until the cows come home? What do you have people be like, hey girl, I gotta go. Okay, what conversations do you get pulled into where that is your jam? Okay, my coach, Molly Mahoney, she calls it the quesadilla of awesome. What is your quesadilla of awesome? And that, let AI, they're like, oh, you're sitting on gold mine. This is the ideas of all the things that I think you can put together. If you already have a business, give it your website, give it your bio, tell it to research, to go on the web, and this is my name, this is a little bit about me. Go and find out what you can learn about me on the web and come back to me and give me a summary. You can totally do that too, okay? Are you okay to start with me?
Sure.
I'm gonna record you guys, each of you, and then I'm gonna give you guys access
Do we
to
want to
this.
talk about like what we're doing today or just about?
You can do that too,
Okay.
if you just want to share, but I'm gonna, this is a good marketing, so a quick tip for like networking is whenever you're in a space like this, videotape other people, then go to them and be like, I got a video of you talking today, what's your handle, and let's connect. And then they're like, oh, like you will be top of mind for people. So if you're in a network space where like thousands of people and you're like, how am I gonna like compete? I don't know, nobody's gonna remember me. Like, I don't know who to talk to. Do this. It's a simple thing. The top speakers on the stage, take pictures of them, tag them, share it on your social, they'll reshare it on yours. It's a great marketing tactic, okay? So I'm just giving you guys fair warning. I am gonna be posting this on my EmpowerHER Wave Instagram, and then I have your guys' social if you guys did your homework. If not, I'm gonna show you where you should be doing that, but after introduction. Okay, go.
Hi everyone, my name is Ashley. I'm the founder of Awaken Wellness. It serves two different types of communities. One is just helping people reconnect to themselves through yoga, meditation, astrology, and human design, and coaching. And then the second piece is helping other wellness practitioners build and coach and create on their chart based on their astrology and human design. So I have meditations on Insight Timer, I offer astrology and human design coaching, and what I'm working on today is a tool for my clients who want to host their own wellness events, having them go through the process of planning an in-person community building event and picking dates that are astrologically aligned to their chart.
That's fantastic. I have somebody that I need to connect you with. Okay, you ready? Alright.
Hi everyone, my name is Lonnie Kuntz, your AI auntie. I'm actually in AI consulting and education. I have clients on the mainland and I brought my AI nieces with me. We're part of an entrepreneur group called Go-Getters Collab, where we work together on our goals. And so within that, I also do AI education classes. But what I'm working on today is just a little side project where I want to make a mother's little helper app that helps with meal planning and grocery shopping and just all the mental load of the primary CEO of the household. I want to help with that. So nice to meet you all.
Sorry, come on. Go ahead. Happy Women's Day. And it is. That's why you guys are here, whether you're a woman or not. You're a lover of women today. It is also to come together as women and really show the world that we are building an AI too. Because that's what you guys are doing by playing with AI, is you're helping shape its future. And making sure that AI knows that we are not big boobed and big booty and skinny waist and perfect face. Okay, we're actually real people just like men. You ready?
Oh, it's my turn.
If you want, I can take a deep breath.
No.
When you're ready, tell me. You don't
No,
have to know. It's very nice.
You guys are so much open.
It'd be nice to stand so that people can see you.
Oh, yeah.
I used to unmute because I didn't want people to see what's on your lap.
Oh, no. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Christella. I'm hopefully your hormone harmonizer. I own a functional medicine practice. Yes, and so my main focus is really helping women balance their hormones, but from the lifestyle foundation, right? Sleep, movement, nutrition, and mindfulness and stress reduction. And today, I'm hoping to produce an app where it will streamline my intake and then also give my patients an app to create so that they can refer to. Because I use multiple different apps and I refer, but I would love to house something together where it's like they have their sleep, they have like all their data in one place. I'm totally data driven. And then be very prescriptive about their lifestyle. Like, you know, like this is how much sleep you're getting, and then watch their progression so that they have like information that they can track themselves. Yes! Alright, my name is Melissa. I work for I think of myself as like the small business type girl. I'm super passionate about working with local female entrepreneurs. I am here just because I'm diving into AI because of AI Auntie. And I really love supporting Lonnie. She kind of just called herself the AI Auntie, and then I just kind of ran with that. I was like, oh, I have this idea, and then it just kind of snowballed into this wonderful like personal brand. So I just really love coming up with creative ideas and going with them and just partnering with people. And I also love connecting people. So I really had no idea what type of app I was going to create. So I figured, what if I create an app where I can organize people that I know in small businesses and find like interests and find an app to help connect. So we'll see. And I also am a tech for brain health. So I also am super passionate about brain health and educating others the importance of learning about your sleep cycles and your brain health. So that's awesome. No, I'm a TMS tech.
Okay.
Yeah, but we could talk.
Yeah.
We accept TRICARE for any military spouses.
Okay, do you guys just keep going that way? Is it? Got it.
Very good.
Hold on. I'm gonna sit down for this. Okay. You're on.
Hello everyone, I am Bali. I'm actually coming from the other side. I see a lot of entrepreneurs. I'm a software engineer, currently working corporate, but having many creative ideas and love connecting with creative people. So I'm really excited to see what's possible for non-technical or less technical folks to be more involved and have a bigger participation in what is possible to build and make the money on the on the internet, the wide internet. And today I am building an app that is going to be a smart journal assistant, and help people remember things and analyze themselves better. I have been toying with that idea for a side project, so excited to see what we can get started today.
You guys, these are like amazing, amazing ideas. Okay, Lindsay.
I'm ready to go. Hi everybody, I'm Lindsay. I am an organizational psychologist, so I'm not an entrepreneur per se. I am in the federal consulting space. A lot of my work right now focuses around veteran suicide prevention. So the organization that I work for has the Military Veteran Family Center of Excellence. Some of what I'd like to try to build is ways for us to connect the communities and break down some of the silos and all the great missions and work that's going on with all the grantees amongst the communities, so that we can kind of scale some of the great work that we're doing in our current pilot activity. So I don't know if that's going to look like mapping or what the case may be, but I'd love to talk because I have some ideas.
Yeah. Yay! And then, as a side note, so this is not Lovable related, but I am also using a CRM that allows me to do AI like talking agents, ones that you can call in. So my husband has lost a lot of Marines to suicide, and they lose their leadership when we have to PCS. And it's really hard for them if they don't have anybody else to connect with. They don't want to call him because we're now different time zones, or they're like, his rank, he's probably super busy, and then they don't reach out, and then we find out because their parents call him to tell them that their child has passed, but how much of an influence he had on them. So I built an AI agent that's a voice agent so that they can call. It sounds like him. I'm in the process of cloning my husband's voice. It has all the Marine Corps like things if they have questions like I don't like my senior NCO, or I hate my job, or I'm thinking of getting out, or I don't know if I'm in regs because he's a big regs guy. Also has the Marine Corps' information on suicide prevention. So all the senior NCOs have to go through specific training so that they can target when Marines are coming into their rooms to help them, like, should I be getting support for them? Like, I think they need some of this criteria. It's all trained, the AI agent is trained, so now when they call, they can have the conversation like they would with my husband at any time of the day. The AI agent is trained so that if they have signs of suicidal tendencies or mental health problems, it will email my husband, give him a full transcription of the entire conversation so that then my husband can then call them. It collects their email, their phone number, and their name before the chat so we can know who it is, and then he can do his thing, get in contact with their senior NCO staff wherever base they're at, because he has access to all that on the backside.
Wow.
So just know, like, what you guys have, this is your baby step into, like, there's so much more possible than what's in this room, but this is good because now you get to be like, that's also possible. So yes, we need to talk. Okay, are you ready, man?
Hi guys, I'm Lee Karaoka. I have known Heather for the last 3 years. My business is about debt elimination, because too many people suffer in debt and don't have a way out, or don't see a way out. We have a financial GPS that I'd be happy to connect you with. My goal today, I guess, after listening to my classmates yesterday, is to create an app for our 50th year reunion, and getting it done like ASAP, because we are in the planning stages, and then use that to keep us all connected, because there's too many people that don't want to do this, don't want to do that. But I think, as I was thinking about today, it went doing that for your classmates. So
Okay, yes, I love that. That's totally easy. We're gonna make this happen today.
thank you.
Mary or Tabitha?
Hi everyone, my name is Mary Despe de Ashley. I've had my business for many, many years. I started a career platform called Movement Mindset Career Community. I got registered last year, so I went through all those hurdles. So what I'm trying to do today is basically taking something that I've developed already. You know, if you guys have ever gone on the internet and you've like downloaded a quiz or like a workbook or something like that, I have a lot of these worksheets that I've amassed over time to help people refine their personal brand messaging, I guess, when they're either doing an interview or networking or something. So I want to develop, I guess, an app to just kind of be like an overlay on something on my website where people can just be like, what is my weird story? I don't know how to make sense of it. Like, how should I start my pitch or how I introduce myself in a very light and fun way that's not too taxing on the brain. But that's what I'm looking to do.
Yay.
I'm so excited.
So one thing that I think you definitely should think about is adding voice elements so that they can click the button and be able to talk and have that conversational for what you're trying to do. Just so when you're building it out and thinking about these are the things that I needed to have, and make sure that voice memoing is one of them. All right, Tabitha.
All right, hello everyone, I'm Tabitha. I'm a somatic therapist. Excuse me. I have a background in marriage and family therapy, and then went on to study yoga therapy, and now I work a lot with burned out professionals who are having trouble regulating emotionally, who are dealing with old trauma impacts from maybe childhood or typical life experiences, but have not been able to kind of cut through that last piece, done maybe some talk therapy, journaling, they've tried all the things and they're like, why am I doing this thing? So I get a lot of those people who have kind of come from that space and already tried a bunch of things and kind of help them get through the last hurdle of the physical piece. I've been working on a online course to kind of introduce a lot of people to somatic work and what does that mean and what does that look like, you know, satisfying that mental piece of it, but then weaving in short practices throughout to kind of give little snippets. So I think today I'm trying to come up with exactly what is the app I want to create, but something in support of this, whether it's a lead gen with smaller practices to kind of lead toward the course or toward one-on-one sessions, I'm not quite sure yet, but using it just for awareness and helping educate people on what is this thing called somatic therapy that it's a buzzword but not many people are really exposed to yet. Thanks.
We're gonna let you, Joel, introduce yourself because
Yes, sir.
not everybody might know who you are. Okay, here's your spotlight moment.
All right, my name is Joe Valetti. We own this spot. We opened it up because pretty much I'm retired military, service disabled, and needed something to pretty much keep me sane. So we started this, and then yeah, here we are. But like I want to build an app. I had built an app before, but it was outsourced, and I didn't like the way they did it. So I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna try to redo it the way I want it to you guys. Yeah.
How awesome is that? And can I ask you, if it's personal, you don't have to answer, but how much did you pay to outsource it originally?
Probably about 30,000.
Oh, okay, just so you guys know. And I don't, and it's not like a judgment thing, that's what a lot of people have done and not happy with what they get because they can't find a way to communicate exactly what they have, and that's the magic of today, okay? Thank you. And gracious host, this place is epic. You guys have been here. This is my first time. You guys already have, everybody has their boba drinks. It's amazing. And thank you and your wife for lending this space to us. Thank you. All right, Ken, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me go this way.
Well, first I want to, thank you guys for allowing me to come to this all-women event. So I feel very privileged. I have a carpet cleaning business, and I had it for 15 years. It's had its ups and downs, and AI has just been blowing up. I hear AI all over the place. I first heard it from Heather, meeting Heather, like probably a couple years ago. And me, you know, I'm one of those guys too, right? Whenever there's new technologies, I'm like, here comes another thing I gotta learn. But then I realize, okay, and I see this thing taking off, I'm like, okay, I'm either gonna learn it or I'm gonna be left behind. So that's why I'm here today. And one of the things about my business that I struggled with was when I started it, it grew so fast. I didn't, you know, I didn't have systems in place or things to, you know, scale at that pace. And then I struggled with answering phones, booking appointments. So one of the things that I wanted to now that they have AI, and I heard that you can get AI to answer your phones, book all your appointments. So, you know, so that's why I'm here is learning how I can use AI to do that, so that I don't have to, you know, answer the phones and talk to people anymore.
That's fair. Yeah. Thank you for being here and for being, you know, celebrating women. Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Callie. Okay.
Now you can go.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Callie. I'm owner of Ostar Wellness, a holistic health company. I guess I'm here, so I owned a healing center for 7 years in Michigan before I moved here. I've been on island almost 2 years now. And when I came here, it took me a while to integrate. In fact, Heather was the very first person I met here on island. And she's definitely helped me. She built my beautiful website and she's done a lot since then. What I struggle with is, well, anything technology basically, but I know what I love to do. I love to help people. And so I want AI to help me do all the other things that are not helping me, that all the other tasks like answering phones, like booking appointments, like creating course content, social media posts, so I can do what I really love, working one-on-one with people. And I hear that consistently as you guys talk, like get all the rest of this stuff out of the way so I can do what I really love, why I really started my business. And that's why I'm here. I mean, course content for sure today for me, but generally all the other aspects of my business, you know, that I normally would hire people, but I'm not quite at the point where I can hire people for, is like if AI can do that, fine, and then I can do actually what I love, which is helping people. I am a certified hypnotherapist. I'm also a registered nurse. I do intuitive scans on people and intuitive, what's a polite way to say this? Intuitive guided sessions. I am Reiki certified as well. I do sound healing. I do a lot of sound healing here. You guys are definitely into sound healing on the island. I'll tell you that for sure. I've taught a lot of course content, just one-on-one. So, and there are some other things that I do that are probably not for the general public. So, but yeah, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to see all of you. I can definitely see all the connections that I would love to make here. So thanks everybody for being here, and thank you both for taking time out of your day to help us, especially people like me who struggle just to find a website. Thank you.
And then for those of you who are interested, we're trying to do something where Kaylee's gonna do sound bath and I'm gonna teach stand-up paddleboard yoga.
Yes.
So it's in the works, just FYI. If you love the water and you love yoga and you love sound bath, we're bringing it together.
That's
So
right.
sound bath, self-yoga.
You're not the one at Magic Island, right? You don't do it over there at Magic Island, like Sunset?
So that's Kelsey Moore, she got married, sorry, since last time. She's actually our master sub-instructor. Tabitha and I have known each other since I moved in Island like 9 years ago. She and I got certified as stand-up paddleboard instructors at the same time with yoga floats.
Yeah, because I always see them over there.
Yeah, that's who we got started with, and so I left and I started Fat Mermaids, PHAT, not FAT, and it's I had. So, and just so you guys know, Tabitha is also my yoga therapist. I dealt with a lot. Crying was like not a no-go for me. If you made me cry in public, you'd be like, no, like you would be like, shame on you. And Tabitha broke me and I cry all the time. No, but she really helped me. I was a true believer. I was like, I don't understand what it is. Can you I need to experience it. So I let my guards down. She really years and years of trauma just are done. Not done, but now I don't drag them around bags of trash behind me. I tell her, they're my balloons now, and I'm proud of my trash. My trauma has made me who I am. Do I wish it on anybody? No, but that was my journey. And so teaching people that you don't have to go through trauma to experience things on the other side. You can totally do all the other stuff. Learn from people's mistakes. Don't make them to learn from them is kind of my motto. But yeah, so are we ready to build? That was a lot,
So I
I
have
know.
another question about your building status. You know how you're asking us to create one foundation on it? Sorry,
No.
are we gonna have able to fill out the I don't know, that first step for each of the things that we wanna create?
Yeah,
or
so
is
at
that a
the,
standard?
if you see, you can't see it right here, but this is intended for you to do as many as you want. So see here, you see plus new idea.
Okay.
So every time you finish one, and let's just say you build it out and you let AI do it, know that you can 1000% duplicate Lovable's website, start a new window, start a new chat, start a new project. So you can do a website, a course, an app at the same time. Like that's the beauty of this. So start with one, go through this entire process. Now you don't have to use my process, but I guarantee you, you're gonna be able to build something way more usable that you have to spend less time editing so that you can build more. Today was about productivity and helping you guys build as many things as you can while the credits are free, so that when 7 p.m. happens and you now have to use your own credits to edit, you're not having to spend so much time tweaking it. You literally can do, if you answer the questions and take your time and do this stuff, this prompt, exactly what it's telling you. Now take this prompt is the next step once you fill out that first thing, because it needs to make sure that you are thinking about the user and not what you want. Remember that business in most terms is not about us. They don't care how many years you went to school, how much certifications you have, how much experience you have. They care about what's the win that you're gonna help them get with whatever it is you're about to make, whether it's a product, a website, a lead magnet. You could totally make a digital lead magnet. Take an old lead magnet if you have no ideas, something you used to give out for free that was a piece of paper or a digital file that is collecting digital dust, and create it into an intuitive app. Once you go, it's going to tell you copy and paste this and take it into one of your research. I don't care if for today's purposes you use ChatGPT. Just know that there's free versions of Manus AI and free versions of Claude who can absolutely do the research for you. Copy and paste what it gives you into a new chat, and you can even use Google. If you have a workspace or a Gmail, guess what? You guys have Google Gemini. If you didn't know what that was, you have a free, really, like you heard it from Heather, she uses Gemini. I use it all the time for other things. And you come here to your Gmail account, okay, you come down here to this star, it says Gemini. Gemini is Google's version of their own language model. Think of it as Google's version of ChatGPT. And you can come in here and copy and paste that exact thing that it's giving you and let it go. Once it gives you whatever it comes back with, you have that space at the very bottom to paste exactly what the language model you chose gives you, and you go to the next step. Each step builds upon each other, so do not use this unless you intend to use it my way. Again, this is so that you can actually make money, like or make something that people are actually going to want to like do or use or try. If you want to do your own thing, you totally can. I'm still here to help you. If you're like, so I started this already, I don't know where to go from here, or I'm having trouble now talking to Lovable to like get it. I'm going to show you some cool ways that you can now use other language models and share your browser so that we can get help from other AI language models to build out whatever it is you're trying to walk away with today. Okay? And then at the very end, when you get to the last thing, what's next, you did it. And if you guys can just click, you built it in Lovable, it adds your project to our overall goal so we can see how many things everybody created in this workshop. We don't get to see what you create, we just, the numbers go up, okay? So I'm free. Ken, do you want to just use my computer?
There you go.
Sure, whatever.
Let me just see if I can get my husband's laptop going, because that will be easier, and then I can still build what I gotta build. Because I'm gonna build in real time.
Quick question, this is amazing, thank you so much. How long do we have access to this thing that you made for us?
So technically, I was gonna have it expire today, but after listening to everybody's intro, I cannot take it away from you guys. So I am probably going to remove the registration so that nobody new gets access, because this is why I was trying to do so much marketing, because I figured not everybody understood that this was behind that registration. I didn't want you guys to just come and network. I really wanted to show you what's possible and build something beautiful. So for you, I am 1000% okay with you taking what I created, screenshotting it, and be like, make something like this for me, but in my brand, in my tone, for Auntie AI.
All right.
Like, I'm okay, like, we rise together
Yes.
when we build together. So, you'll know that about me. And if you're like, this is amazing, I need to have this for my people, you could totally do it. If you wanna collaborate and be like, I will share my stuff, and then that way they get introduced to us, that's something that we can also work out. And then that way I'll just leave the registration, but just, I would have to change it after today so that they know you no longer have unlimited, but if this is the best way to get that first app. Because I'm not gonna lie, full transparency, I was building this obviously before today, so I've actually upgraded twice. Because I didn't have my own system. I knew it, and I had like my little tidbits, but I already know Lovable's usage of tokens is a lot more than I'm used to in what I prefer to build with, which is Base 44. So Base 44 is another platform, that's my choice. I know Lovable's really popular with other people. It's more just a personal preference. And for me, having built with Base 44 and now having experienced what is possible with Lovable, it's very similar in terms of capacity, but the amount of tokens that it took me to build this versus where if I built this in Base 44, I think I could have done it on my $20 plan and still had a lot of more credits left over, if that makes sense.
So these are platforms that you use to build apps and.
You can build anything you want. So Lovable is a vibe coding platform. So you basically are using, it's giving you the power of an engineer to like code in like matrix style, like you see it.
And all you're doing is just giving it the instructions and parameters.
Yes, and it is converting your everyday language and talk into an engineer's perspective. But what I am telling you now, and the reason that I wanted to do this is that there's more to vibe coding than just that. Everything takes money. Every question that you ask, every, you know, if you want to ideate things. Okay, so one thing, when you get to your super prompt at the end, which is step 6, I want you to raise your hand because I want to show you that in Lovable, there is what's called plan button. In Base 44, that's called discussion mode. It uses a fraction of the tokens that it needs before you actually like put it to work, if that makes sense. So when you have it in discussion mode, it's just like, okay, this is our free consultation time, okay? And then when I push this when I unclick this button, whatever I ask you to do after that is now paid consultation time. So if you're like, I would like to be able to ask you a few questions so that I can prepare for my actual paid version, so I'm not wasting my 30 minutes or an hour on questions that I could have gotten like a guidance on beforehand. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Everybody good? Okay. Heather, do you have anything to add?
I do have a couple of things.
Okay.
So, if you go into Google Labs, they have.
Girl, we are not introducing more stuff to
Okay, then email me later.
Yes. So
But
you
there
guys
are other
have,
programs and there's ways to save money.
you have QR codes, and one of the QR codes is to go into AI in Wonderland, which is her school community where she goes buku crazy into it. So if that's like where you're like, I need to learn more, know that she's your resource. You guys have it in her QR code. It's actually in the portal, so you guys, it's easy, all clickable in the connect section. before, we'll do it at our next break. So you guys keep going in 40 minutes. I'm gonna stop you guys so that you guys can take a break in profile.
About ready to see. I know how to hit the next button, so we'll see where we go.
So,
Oh, sorry. My previous president, I erased it.
Oh, so you need to, you changed it midway.
so, this is what I feel about.
Let me go, so go to the next one. This one, sorry. I'm gonna have to input a thing to have it match. Give me a second. Yes. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
It does.
Give me a second.
What it's doing
Yeah, so the more information I give out,
Yep.
the more
Just like I always say, the more context you give it, just vomit everything out.
And this is good for you guys to see, because if there's stuff within my own app that it's like, uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, it's having issues.
Lovable?
No, can I take one of these?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
there's popcorn
everywhere,
all
yeah.
over, but I don't know how much. So, yeah, grab some popcorn, grab some fruit bars. Pockies.
So if you guys are trying to watch me,
Thanks, Heather.
You're welcome.
I like those a lot. I like doing stuff like that. Maybe not too soon.
It's got a popcorn.
Generate the ideas. You can copy it. That's what I tell them. If you can copy what you used to do. People are like, if you can copy and paste, you can do this. The only thing I've noticed is the more you converse with the AI and say, you need to take a break. You've been doing this too long. So, huh? So when you're talking to it, saying fix that, and it's not fixing it the way you want it, and you say, it's already,
Wow.
it says, maybe you should put that later. Yeah. Maybe you need a rest. You seem very frustrated. If you come back with a clear mind.
That's what ChatGPT does.
They all do. Plexi does it, ChatGPT does it. I haven't cursed managed yet, so.
You said there's a free one on there.
so while I'm fixing some of this stuff,
Yeah.
sorry.
You just have to space your.
If you guys are kind of in a break space, if you go to the hamburger menu and you go to your profile, this is where you're supposed to be making sure your name is right. Know that that email is for me so that I can let you know about future stuff and whatnot. Your location so people know where you are. You get 500 characters to put in your bio, basically what you guys just said today. Your business name if you have one, the industry that you're serving, your website. What are you building today? That's just for me. These builder reflection questions, again, for me and Heather, so that we know what other types of workshops and things that we can create to help support you guys. And then your social links. If for some reason you're like, Anagani, I don't do any of these, I only do TikTok or I only do X, let me know so that I can make sure I embed it. Save your profile, make sure you have a picture, because guess what? When you come over here to connect, you guys all show up here underneath Heather and I. So that I could, like Tabitha did her due diligence, and so her beautiful picture, her business, and now I know how to connect with her. So that way if you walk away and you're in build mode and you're like, oh no, I forgot so-and-so's name, but I know what she looks like, you can just come here, check on their thing, like Mary did a beautiful job, and all of her links are here, okay? Because again, this was also to make community so that you guys can get together, like Auntie AI over here and having her little nieces at a cafe. You can do this anywhere. You don't have to wait for a SheBuilds space. I just took advantage of it and made it a thing. So just so you guys know. But I'm almost done. I guess she's right. Let me try this again. And if it's acting funky, just know that this is probably the most users Lovable has ever had. Yeah.
So after we complete all the questions on that first page, hit next.
Yeah.
We're supposed to wait for you.
Just raise your hand so that I can show you 2 ways to do it.
Okay.
So it's adding the research prompt regeneration feature. Dr. Remember your name? Dr. Christoph. Just give me a second. I'm sharing my stuff with you guys so that you guys can see me actively building and how I'm taking these live sessions to fix. So just give it a second. I'll let you know when it's live. You'll just refresh and then go ahead and retry. So you're done with your super prompts.
Yeah, but I lost the page again.
Okay. You have it for some reason it isn't taking you guys back. So just go up to version 1 and it should take you back. So go up to your hamburger menu.
Oh, she's just having us fill in her prompt. So as soon as she gets yours, you just go up to the hamburger menu, control 5, and you fill out your stuff.
Or did it lose all your stuff?
Or on your phone, or whatever.
Sorry.
So
you can.
after I finish answering your yes until it brings me to
this.
that.
Okay, once you have that super prompt, copy it and then go have Lovable.
I'll let you know when I get there.
Yeah, you can just click on edit with Lovable and it'll open up Lovable for you too. It's supposed to save your stuff, you guys.
Anyway, yeah, Hawaii SheBuilds that level.
Save button. So you don't lose. And I'm gonna add some music, you guys. Sorry, that was part of my, I don't know if it's gonna play, but we're gonna test it out. I don't know if you wanna lower it just a little bit. No, lower it down. Is it too loud?
Chase the tide, I create the flow. Quiet power, watch it flow. No more waiting, no delay. I don't ride the wave, I am the wave. Built from fire, built from grace. Every scar show me my place. No more asking if it's safe. I don't ride the wave, I am the wave. I am the wave, I am the tide. I don't need permission to rise. Line divine, timing on point. Power in my voice. I am the wave, the tone. Built this rhythm from my bones. Lead with love, move with grace. I don't find my place, I am the way.
Love her.
Decisive, magnetic, rising, align. Decisive, magnetic, rising, align. Decisive, magnetic, we're rising. Decisive, magnetic. I am the wave, I am the tide. Watch how the current multiply. Lead the way, live with love, move with grace. Say it loud. Lead the way. I don't chase the tide, I create the flow. Quiet power, watch it glow. No more waiting, no delay. I don't ride the wave, I am the wave. Built from fire, built from grace. Every scar showed me my place. No more asking if it's safe. I don't ride the wave, I am the wave. I am the wave, I am the tide. I don't need permission to rise. Align divine, timing on point. Power in my voice. I am the wave, I set the tone. Built this rhythm from my bones. Lead with love, with grace. I don't find my place. I am the wave. Aligning, decisive, magnetic, rising. Aligning, decisive, magnetic, rising. I am the wave, I am the tide. Watch how the current multiplies. Lead with love, move with grace. Say it loud, say it loud. I am the way, I am the way.
Okay. Do you see here? If you hover over it now, it will have it refreshed. So you click that when you change the answers in the previous field. And it should refresh based on your new entry. So if I'm changing stuff here and I go next, and then you're like, oh, I don't like that, what it gave you, and you go back and change step 1, you have to refresh now the generator here at the top right hand corner.
I don't chase the tide, I create the flow. Quiet power, watch it flow. No more waiting, no delay. I don't ride the wave, I am the wave. Built from fire, built from grace. Every scar show me my place. No more asking if it's safe. I don't ride the wave, I am the wave. I am the wave, I am the tide. I don't need permission to rise. Align divine, timing on point. Power in my heart, my voice. I am the wave, I set the tone. Built this rhythm from my bones. Lead with love, move with grace. I don't find my place. I am the wave, I let decisive, magnetic, rising. I am decisive, magnetic, rising. I am the wave, I am the wave, I am the tide. Watch how the current multiplies. Lead with love, move with grace. Say it loud. I am the wave. I am the wave.
Yeah, so I would not worry about this and just use this is in the browser. No, so you actually
No, that's okay.
So go to that sidebar menu.
Thank you, thank you for this breath. Thank you for the vision that was always real. I am here, I am whole, I am home.
And then enter.
I wake where the ocean kisses sky, a gift in the air, a light in my eyes, beach house windows open wide. Infinite grace lives inside, fruit trees dancing in the breeze, abundance growing effortlessly, home that smells like love and sage. I am so grateful for this sacred stage. I'm so happy, I'm so grateful now
Have it go into your files on
for the woman I've always been.
with the URL like web version.
I felt the harvest before the cloud.
It can't do it without
Let the light
I
am already blessed. Dream makes to whisper, the wealth is flowing, but my soul is richer. I am already blessed with the time and space I need. Empires built on kindness and spirit set free. I am living the path, I am the way. Gratitude, emotion, strong and brave. I am already blessed, I am already free. The love I gave away is returning to me.
And I know this feels complicated, but it's because we're giving you guys like the best way to start forward.
In every part, traveling the world with fire, a vessel for the Most High's choir. Millions hear the peace I speak. My spirit's strong, my heart is deep. Stillness, water, sacred steam, nourished by the living green. Body thriving, aging bright, blessed in power, bathed in light. I am already blessed by the water, by the sun. The sanctuary's open, the victory is won. I am already blessed with community and pride. Every prayer answered, no one denied. From the shadows into the gold, we lift each other, a miracle to behold. I am already blessed, it is already done. The life I'm living is just begun. I am a magnet for miracles. I am grateful for the yes before it arrives. I am the daughter of abundance. The path is clear, the table is set. The greatest days haven't happened yet, and I'm grateful anyway. I am already blessed. The beach, the light, the sound, the love, the wealth, the mission. This is holy ground. I am already blessed, and I always knew the love I feel right now is what pulls the future through. It is already mine. Thank you. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for the vision that was always real. I am here. I am whole. I am home. Awake where the ocean kisses sky. A gift in the air, a light in my eyes. Beach house windows open wide. Infinite grace lives inside. Fruit trees dancing in the breeze. Abundance growing effortlessly. Home that smells like love and sage. I am so grateful for this sacred stage. I'm so happy, I'm so grateful now for the woman I've always been. I felt the harvest before the cloud, let the light of heaven in. I am already blessed. In the dream I used to whisper, the wealth is flowing, but my soul is Thank you for this breath. Thank you for the vision that was always real. I am here. I wake where the ocean kisses the sky. A gift in the air, a light in my eye. Beach house windows open wide. Infinite grace lives in us.
Yeah, so, but no, you just in perplexity,
That smells like I am so grateful for this. I'm so happy, I'm so grateful now for the woman I've always been. I felt the harvest before the plow and let the light of heaven in. I am already blessed in the dream I always spoke. Wealth is flowing, but my soul is richer. I am already blessed with the time and space I need. Empires built on kindness and the spirit set free. I illuminate the path, I am the wave. Gratitude and motion, strong and brave. I am already blessed, I am already free. The love I gave away is returning to me.
You got it?
The seeds I planted start to show. Workshops filled with open hearts. Divinity and traveling the world. A vessel for the most high. Millions hear the peace I speak. My spirit strong, my heart is deep. Stillness, water, sacred steam. Nourished by the living green. Body throbbing, the aging green. Blessed in power, made to lie. I am already blessed by the one, by the sun. The sanctuary's open, the victory's won. I am already blessed with communion. Every prayer answered, no one my denied. From the shadows into the dawn, we lift each other, a miracle to behold. I am already blessed, it is already done. The life I'm living has just begun. I am a magnet for miracles. I am grateful for the yes before it arrives. I am the daughter of abundance. The path is clear. The table is set. The greatest days haven't happened yet. And I'm grateful anyway. Beach, the light, the sound, I love the world, the mission. This is already blessed. The love I feel right now is what pulls the future through.
Some things it can. It's just for some people you have to download and download it and then upload it. And so for some people that just is like an extra step. Sometimes I'll just ask like, thank you for this report, but give it to me in plain text or put it in a Google Doc so that way it's more of just like a copy and paste as opposed to like whatever fanciness it gave you.
What is the filter limit in your box? Like,
I expanded it so that I was like, when I had to do it, I was like, what it gave me was too much. And so I expanded the thing, so you guys should be able to, but let me just. Yeah, for the. Okay. Okay.
So damn so grateful now for the woman I've always been. And the dream I used to whisper, the wealth is flowing, but my soul is richer.
So like it's like a catwalk. So
With the time and space I need in my
yes, you do the song that I wrote with her. On Wednesday. And so she had me I'm asking like yeah, well, kind of. They think Saturday's May 9th.
facing office clothes. The seeds are planted, start to show. Workshops filled with open hearts, divinity in every part. Traveling the world with fire, a vessel for the most high's choir. Millions hear the peace I speak. My spirit's strong, my heart is deep. Stillness, water, sacred steam, nourished by the living green body, thriving, aging, bright, blessed in
Happy Woman Day.
The spiritual, the grounded, and practical. Remember the time you said like the date? Yeah, he's not listening. I know that.
I am a magnet for miracles. I am grateful for the yes before the rise. I am the daughter of abundance. The path is clear, the table is set. The greatest days haven't happened yet. And I'm grateful anyway. Already blessed, the beach, the light, the sound, the love, the wealth, the mission. Already blessed, this is holy ground. Already blessed, and I always knew the love I feel right now is what pulls the future through. I'm so grateful.
That's awesome. This is the tip, this is what it gave me. So this is what you guys want me to go back.
Grounded.
That's what you.
Watch my life.
I'm playing with it right now.
I don't chase the tide, I create the flow. Quiet power, watch it glow. No more shrinking, no delay. I don't wait for waves, I am the way. Built from fire, built from grace. Every scar gave me my place. No more asking if I'm safe. I don't ride the wave, I am the wave. Step in the room, shift the air. Calm in my body, grown in my air. Lead with my heart, strategy sharp. Talk, but I'm strong, that's who we are. I am the wave, I am the tide. I don't need permission to rise. Align and divine, timing on point. Power in my voice. I am the wave, I set the tone.
Okay, in 15 minutes, we're gonna stretch.
Be with love, move with
I'm
grace.
getting
I
stretched.
don't want my place.
Yeah. It is in your dashboard. So like if you go to your home page, right here, my bill, you see it? And then it tells you how many you've actually ideated. That count's not actually correct because it's every time you go back in there and change, it starts to add it again. I'll have to fix that. It was too much. And it was an MVP I really didn't care about. But once you actually get to the end and you say I built it in Lovable, it'll go for your build today and then you publish it. Yeah, I didn't have it do it where it would automatically do it for you. You still have to copy it and then go into Lovable. And I mean, obviously, before you get and actually like do it, that was what I wanted to show you because there you go. Yeah, that's the one where it's only using versus like full credit. So if you're like, I don't really know how this is going to I want to make sure I always started to discuss it first. Maybe not the initial super prompt, but I had to build it as you guys continue yeah, so when you guys are here and you guys already started to build, hold on, I'm gonna stop the music real quick. So once you guys get to your super prompt, it's gonna give you a prompt, you're gonna copy it, and then you're gonna go into Lovable, like I am here, and you're gonna just copy and then paste it, push, this is gonna turn blue, like or black, and you're gonna let it go, and you're gonna let it build whatever it is. Once you start to then want to tweak things, you're going, clicking, and you're like, ooh, I don't like this, I don't like that. Start journaling it if you need to, and go into enable plan mode. It's this one that looks like a chat. Once it's blue, then you're talking to it before you're giving it permission to act. So you can be like, this is, okay, so this is my first take. This is what I like, this is what I don't like, this is what I need, this is what it's missing. All that, and then you hit that plus, the little arrow button so that it takes what you just dumped into it. So it can like start searching, look at its layout, look at its configurations, and then it's gonna give you a plan to action. From there you can edit it, you can say, I like everything except for step number 5. Take that one away or change that. This is really what I meant. Make sure you get it on point. Then you take it off discuss mode, you approve it, and then it's going to take your guys less credits to accomplish more things. Okay? So that's one thing I want to make sure. Once you get in here and you actually have like a built-in thing, start talking to it in discuss mode, and then it's going to have like a little button like this, where instead of preview, it's going to say approve, and that's where you have the control of saying, yes, I approve, or it's going to have edit, and you can actually, it'll take you into almost like, it looks like a Google Doc, and you can then edit all the stuff that it has before it before it executes. Yes.
Neither of us have been able to lead for research.
Yes, so I am, let's see if it did it. I added you guys a drag and drop for folders. So let's see if it works. And again, giving you guys, okay, see that? Upload, it's here in the corner. So now you guys can upload. Let's make sure it did it. Upload. Yay.
This is for the research prompt?
Yes, because people are having trouble with its character limits. So now just download it onto your desktop and then you can upload it. I'm verifying. Okay, this is just more so you guys can see how I'm building this at a much more like done, completed. Once you complete stuff, today's the day where you want it to go ahead and verify that the drag mode, it starts to give you little things. It starts to help you think outside of like, as a developer for an app, maybe you should test it So without me having to actually test it by uploading something, I can have the AI test the workflow for me. Act as a user and test to make sure that people are actually able to upload.
Yeah.
Obviously this is real time,
Yeah.
but this is something for those of you who are wellness practitioners. Grab 2 or 3 of your patients and be like, I have an amazing app that I just built. I need some people to test it out. You guys can get first access and it'll be 100% free. Do you guys want to meet so that you can help test it out for me? Or give it to them. I'm going to give you special access. Do not share with anybody else. You can have the app do the onboarding for you. You can, for those of you who are actual practitioners, who have to have them sign waivers, confidentiality things, all of that can be embedded once you start giving it those instructions. So it just depends on what you guys are trying to build.
Yes, now you've got to pick one and put it in this box. Because as a CEO, you don't solve everything at once. No, it's a option. Just pick one.
So how do I get mine? And she said I could drag and drop. How do I do that? I mean, I know how to drag and drop. So I already have, here it is right here.
Basically, you have to go to the folder. So, no. Go back. Got rid of everything.
Yep.
Drag
Every
that.
time.
You know what you're doing.
No, I don't.
Why did your browser?
I mean, I know how to get there, but I need to get that in here, and I don't know how to do that.
You have to make, so right now your browser is full screen. So where that green button is, I think, there you go. So now you can open a folder where it's left. Back here. Okay, so back to your download. Now take that and drag it. There you go. Just drop it. No, it doesn't go in the box. So
This is why I always bother you, because
try it one more time.
So you already built it with your peer in this one. And so they're building its thing. So this is all the stuff that will show up in the screen. Your peer preview.
So
It's just
you're at the
video so that you can kind of see like what it's doing. That was your fun. You want to actually see it and click on this button right here. It's okay. I just want you to see. This is all the magic.
I don't know what you do. All of mine is sitting there, but maybe I'm not at the same point.
Okay.
As she was, or maybe my problem wasn't as complicated.
It's done. Right here when it's done.
The other thing, because it's downloaded as a document and back at instead, I just click
I tried it when those you got.
Should I run the analysis now?
go back to where it was, where it made your original email.
No, I mean, but not the
so under identity, here's some partners, the very nice stuff on top. Like this. Right? But these are very, yeah,
Wherever you see that. Yes. So this is the one that I would do. Yeah. So every time you want to build something, you want it in so now you add all of your.
okay, that's where I can see the real thing, that's my district base, and this is what I do.
So,
You know what I mean? Just with like, you'll start to see now.
so what I got right here, say, give me a site that's little, oh yeah,
noticing some issues with injection. Like, it's on my birth chart wrong. Yeah. Because I was like, okay, thought I was a Gemini sun Sag. But it clarify like what we trust about the okay. Did you fix it in here? Do you adjust it? I can fix it in here. Like, I know how now. I have to like edit the code, right? So I just made a small little edit. Okay. Okay. So remember, yeah. So if I do I can edit this, and then I realized like I can push that to the top, and then what will happen automatically. So like it gets updated live. Like I was just final edit, I just push that to live. So it's gonna make it. Yeah, I just put up here. But is it okay? Yeah, and then I edit. And then I also limited the message. I mean, that goes back and forth. Yeah, and then this isn't like ready that it starts here, but it's on my website today. Oh, it's like it's okay. Put in a dragon. Yeah.
So it looks like it erased everything.
Like you know what it is. It's much like you know how does the GPT help with our personal life? So I wanted that in like my own app, so it didn't look so ChatGPT really wellness. This to help them plan our life. And so think about all the things, logistics, market pricing, and then just keep metrologically aligned.
I need to go back and first because I didn't even know how to do it.
And then it's guys to do like, I didn't even know there's a course builder and things like that.
So I had already answered, but none
Here's
of
a
this
plan to market it.
that I actually
Because when I'm trying to do something.
So we got the first part, right? Because I'm planning to
It doesn't matter, because now I will answer that. It doesn't need that.
So it means wherever you were trying to grab. No, that's right. So,
but this is something you know, this was
But no, I could have put it for one.
trying to figure out what
Yeah, it's well, you guys see it there as well. Oh, yeah.
I thought it wasn't fully fleshed out, but it makes sense.
So like I said, it's just the first MVP, and so this is the discussion.
I'm not really named.
Doesn't matter.
No, I
like we discussed multiple things. That would be where I would do it. I would get comfortable being welcoming in and out of discussion mode now. So that I get used to doing that. Real, like,
maybe it's just adding that.
I wanted to get it, I didn't want it to
So
be like.
you can look through it
Yeah, which is
say, I don't want veterans, I don't
yeah,
want
so I just put it behind my hat.
I don't know, whatever.
Like, I don't even know how to do it.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. But that's what,
Veteran.
like, speaking of love, because of the county, this is what, like,
It puts it in front of all of this,
yeah,
so.
so you just talk to them.
That's also, thanks for getting me started.
This is fine.
And now,
We're just gonna run with this right now. I can figure it out.
I'm frustrated, I was like, come on, we can do it, just keep going.
I was so impatient.
You
Like,
can open up this.
asking me like 7 different questions.
Yeah.
And then wanted to do it with the first one, answer
So I'm
the
taking,
second.
yes.
It's only gonna put my eye on two testimonial.
And then you can get rid of
I did that because this
Yeah.
was.
So can I use it? for your clients of NPR. but
Again,
you're just
the whole reason why I
Yeah,
usually.
maybe I'll retweak it.
Because I have.
But maybe it's something like a version I have on because I have thrown away my phones.
If they don't, if
But
none
I
of
thought
these
I thought this was
match,
just
this is for
to
this.
keep it. So I love it. And
What type of design is it? There's a specific font type or like that would be the birthday. Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to
No,
pick.
you don't, that's just to kind of give you that more customized, that if you had, otherwise you scroll all the way
I think with
down.
my email. No, I
Right
just.
here, I give you a space where you can enter. Like if you wanna say, like, I own a carpet cleaning business and like it's very, this is kind of the aesthetics.
I just reset my phone too. Do you think I can actually remember it?
So that it takes into account for the like the fight.
It's not
Oh,
that.
and here, this is brand new.
So like, what is your, when people come onto the website or forums, or provide, but you want them to.
That's why I usually just save all my passwords because I will never.
And then your availability, and then it matches. Oh, first thing, and then it spits out like.
I know, so
here's your
frustrating.
match, almost like you don't want that, here's your match,
I
and
think
here's
I'm about
where, when you're both available.
harmonizer.
And like, yeah, to, like, make a plan, like, click to text them, and make oh, sure. Yeah. And you're burning it, yeah, it's on there,
Oh, you had gotten further along. I wasn't at the point where I showed you the website or course.
Okay. Okay, so I'm probable and I'm logged in.
Oh, you know, I think she's down there.
Take a breath before you touch your phone. Because scrolling is bad. Because your mind deserves to wake up when it's soon. Right now before emails, before notifications, before someone else's highlight reel, there is a version of you that is steady and clear, unrushed. That version is not behind. That version is not scrambling. That version knows exactly why they're building what they're building. You feel the weight of your body in this moment. You are not late to your time. You are not behind your timeline. You are in construction season. And construction is not glamorous. It is intentional. Today does not need to be dramatic. It needs to be directed. Before the scroll, before the noise, before comparison, ask yourself one question. What kind of energy do I choose to lead with today? Not what mood you woke up in, not what someone posted. What do you choose? It's hard to decide. let's focus. Choose one whole day. That is your tone. The world does not get to assign it to you. You are building something that requires depth. Not urgency, power, not panic. Before you scroll today, you remember this. You are the source, not the sponge. Let that settle. When you do pick up your phone, you are choosing what to engage with. Your
Because the moon was always changing. Yeah. And so it needed to be based on the location, from the actual vendor. So I had to integrate an API, and you only get API integrations when you're on $50 payment. Okay. For somebody who just paid me $12,000 to build out everything, like not just her app, but her entire website, her funnel and everything, and ideation and community, like I'm building everything. That
So,
to me
but
is.
did you put it on your account? Did you just
Yes.
make it $50?
No.
You didn't make it for her?
So I took because it's just faster, and then I have more credits than she does, and she's only gonna be on the $20 a month plan.
Right.
And that way, once it's created, we have a
take a breath before you touch your phone.
Once I'm ready to transfer ownership, it's
Not because scrolling is bad, but because your mind deserves to wake up in its own voice. Right now, before emails, before notifications, before someone else's highlight reel,
So are you gonna?
there is a version of you that is steady, clear, unrushed. That version is not behind. That version is not scrambling. That version knows exactly why they're building what they're building.
No, I
Feel
know,
your feet.
but I'm like, I want.
Feel the weight of your body in this moment. You are not late to your life. You are not behind your timeline. You are in construction season, and construction is not glamorous. It is intentional. Today does not need to be dramatic. It needs to be directed. Before the scroll, before the noise, before comparison, ask yourself one question. What kind of energy do I choose to lead with today? Not what mood you woke up in, not what someone posted. What do you choose? Confidence, calm, decisiveness, focus. Choose one, hold it. That is your tone. The world does not get to assign it to you. You are building something that requires stamina, not urgency, power, not panic before you scroll today. You remember this. You are the source, not the sponge. Let that settle when you do pick up your phone. You are choosing what to engage with. You are not reacting. You are leading. Take one more breath. Inhale clarity. Exhale pressure. This is your mind. This is your pace. This is your build, and you are exactly where you need to be.
And so it's like just normal, like, what are you using it for? What
I'm cheering you on so hard.
Like they're integrating
Lead
Canada.
your day.
I don't know now, and I'm like,
So is that how you're building your? Yeah, in high level. Okay.
so it's a lot of other things, because you have these pages and you have it's like chocolate market.
Yeah.
But right now we're waiting because high level has, they're not letting you use custom voice emails because they're worried about people using it for identity. So they're not allowing us to integrate agents. So right now I have like the closest thing out of all the ones that they give me to choose from. So that it sounds like, like a Marine would.
Yeah,
He's happy with it. And then I just it's not no, it's not right now. But like this would be my first step. If it becomes an option, yes. So see, this is the thing, like, down the
To get back to my before the scroll. This is an ancient before the scroll, before the
No, of course not.
Which is. So actually, I would log.
It's like a massive, it's like a separate, it's like almost like a separate thing.
before the scroll, before the I allow myself to know.
That's where I started.
Reclaim my mental space before the input of the world. This is a practice, a ritual, an art. And if I'm not able to do it for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that's okay. I allow myself grace to recalibrate, to re-practice, to get back to my roots of me. Before the scroll. This is an ancient ritual of my ancestors, and as I am here, I am them. As they are here, they are me. I know myself. Before the scroll, before the word. This is where I ground myself to the land, to the earth, to my mother, to my father, to my family, to my purpose, to my life. Before the scroll, before the word, before the scroll.
And the server's having a hard time. So just be mindful. Yes. Because nobody's using it first, and don't worry about that. That's for like you actually share it. We'll talk about that.
Trying to save it. Yes.
And publish it.
Before the scroll,
For the world. Like anyone with a link can access it.
I allow myself to know me.
But not unless you show it.
Reclaim my mental space before the input of the world. This is a practice, a ritual, an art. And if I'm not able to do it for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that's okay. I allow myself grace to recalibrate, to re-practice, to get back to my roots of me. Before the scroll, before the world, this is an ancient ritual of my ancestors. And as I am here, I am them. As they are here, they are me. I know myself. Before the scroll.
So you would have to add it, and that's button, you can actually attach the document. It's not So that it would have it.
So I have like different categories. I have like this. I have my lifestyle, and then I have menstrual cycle, like, and then I can go on like nutrition sleep.
So like we could go totally down like rabbit holes because like you could use.
I saw your lunch, I saw it shine. Big bright numbers flashing online. For a second, my chest tried to tighten up. Old stories knocking like it's not enough. But I got it early, didn't let it work. Paris and West, I don't let it drop. Running
So I'm
my
gonna
lungs,
show you
kissing
this
my
second.
wrist. If for the season, it's what it been
It's called like a and it literally takes
you don't need that time. You never heard this woman in the ocean we don't share feelings, we don't share fire. Blueprints curves, mind concept, different words, different girls, different jealousy phase, dirty days. I know who I serve and I know what I share. You don't need that.
expectations of where you want to be and what you're actually this type of lifestyle, this type of lifestyle, this type of hours of work, this is what you need to have fun.
There is room for you. There is room for me.
Whatever it is, with your trainings, like for me, I wanted to do one that would build out a yoga sequence for me. I give it my entire PDF guide that I got in my yoga training. I have that in my yoga, but it also understands who I'm serving. And then I can get my brand employees how to know. And just have that conversation. So you see that you have a microphone too. This is where having that casual conversation really plays a big role. I don't want to I'll show you in a minute. But just so you guys know, the server's having a hard time in 4 minutes. So at 15:35, I'm gonna make you guys do some yoga, some chair, just because we've been vibrating for a minute. And then you guys can just because today's like a hard day because you're waiting, it's giving you errors. They're saying that the server's overrun. It's not the best day. So it's best if we just go ahead and take a break.
I saw your lunch, I saw it shine. Big brain numbers flashing online. For a second, my chest tried to tighten up. Old stories knocking like they're not enough. But I got it early, didn't let it go.
Yes,
Whatever you whispers, I don't let it drive me.
here's the
Russian fingerprints, we don't share fire. Our blueprints, turn my class high. Different audience, different call, different woman, different wall. Jealousy fades when clarity stays. I know who I serve, and I know what I say.
Does it have the ability to do things?
So I'm trying to schedule a call with them to talk with my web guy. Because they don't know. Okay, so there's a guy that's gonna find out if he wants to next time. But then I'm telling him that this is what I'm using. They're saying they have AI capability. They can answer the phone.
I mean, I could tell you when you pulled up their website, but yeah, I really think that, I can look at the dashboard that you have, and I can tell you right off the bat, just by looking at it. Yeah, so like,
Consistency whispers, it doesn't scream. It's the woman who shows up when she's in between. Not chasing adrenaline, not forcing a spark. Just choosing one action and light in the dark. I don't need motivation, I don't need a sign. I just need one decision. It says it's right, it's mine.
She's like, I don't want to be great, but I want to know how it's done.
oh, I know, right?
That's what he does. So he knows a lot about this. He hires me. He knows that part. And I struggle with, learning. Just
Business and you trying to do all this stuff, but,
yeah.
okay, I'm gonna stop you guys. We're gonna do some chair yoga. I used to run marathons, so I wear my boys sled and girls sled.
Oh, I love it.
Okay. Do you guys want to learn some chair yoga? Who does chair yoga? Anybody? And
What yoga?
chair yoga.
Cherry yoga?
No, chair. And so, anybody who's interested, I use Tumi. Anybody use Tumi?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love Tumi. So if you're like, I need to do more chair yoga at home, guess what? You guys can take a sequence home. Okay? We're not gonna obviously have time to do all of it, but I wanted to kind of give you guys some reference. Heather, I'm gonna use your chair. You good? You guys? Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Nice meeting everybody.
Were you able to get something going?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was saying like it kind of opened up a lot of possibilities.
Yes.
Like radical kind of stuff. I'm like, okay, let's not go too far.
So, and just, continue to use the app to ideate, or now you kind of have an idea of like stuff that you could do. You could take your entire thing that it gave you, I'm sure it gave you more than just one idea, and start playing with it. You have till 7 p.m. So take a break, and then you can keep going. So, full day. All right, bye. Are you okay? I'm gonna take my shoes off just so you guys, if you guys want to, you can. I'm short, so I don't touch the floor anyways. But it's in my experience, depending on how short you are, you might have to sit all the way back so that for this first part, just to breathe, so you actually have that support in your lower back, and you just wanna make sure that, everything is facing forward. You don't have to be facing me, but either the person in front of you. And just close your eyes. You can either put your hands on your lap, your hands can be facing up or down. It really just depends on what feels good to you. And then if you're new to yoga, we're breathing in through our nose and out through our nose for a few breaths. So as you inhale through your nose, bring the breath into your belly, let it expand out into your ribs, and that last little breath into your chest. As you roll your shoulders up, back, and down, start to exhale from your nose, from your chest, your ribs, and then giving yourself that internal hug, bringing that belly button up and back. And then again, inhaling through your nose, bring the breath into your belly first, expanding the belly, let the breath come into your chest, then up into your shoulders, up, back, down, starting to exhale as you release the shoulders into the belly. Take one more full breath here. And on this exhale, open mouth exhale. Open your eyes. So we're going to do some neck stretches. So you're going to, with your left hand, stretch it down, fingers stretched out like a nice fish, starfish, and you're just gonna point them towards the ground. You're gonna inhale with your right hand, bringing it to the left side of your head. You're gonna inhale. I want you to now pull your back, sit up nice and straight, lengthen through the spine, and then as you exhale, bring your ear towards your shoulder. Continue to inhale and exhale, pushing those left fingertips towards the ground, feeling the stretch intensify. Take one more full breath here. Stay for the full exhale. As you start to inhale, release your hand from your head. Gently bring your hands back towards you, head center. Second side, inhale, and then as you exhale, stretch your right fingertips, fingers spread out nice and wide like a starfish, pointing them towards the ground. Starting to feel that initial stretch here in your shoulders. Inhale the left arm up, and then exhale, start to bring it to the right side, gently pushing the left ear towards the left shoulder. Continue to inhale and exhale, driving those right fingertips to the ground, flexing your toes if you're not touching so that they're flat and parallel to the floor. Take one more full breath here. Stay for the exhale. As you start to inhale, slowly release the tension from your head. Come back to center. Interlace your fingers. Bring them as you inhale up to the sky, the back of the neck. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, start to bring your chin towards your chest and start to put a pressure on the back of the head. Continuing to breathe. Don't put too much pressure, just enough to feel the stretch in the back of the neck. Take one more breath here. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, start to release your hands from the back of the neck, slowly start to sit up. So you're gonna inhale, start to hug that right knee into your chest. And this is what we would do lying down, we're just doing it sitting down. So when releasing, you're just bringing it up. You can also place your hands underneath your thigh and bring it up. Continuing to breathe, pushing the tops of your the thigh into the stomach. And you can point the fingers, the toes down if you want. Inhale, and then exhale, release. Second side, bend the left knee, hug the thigh into your chest as best you can. Continuing to breathe, sitting up nice and tall, pulling from the crown. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, release. So we're gonna bring your right hand to the chair. This is basically a side angle, but you're gonna do it while you're still sitting. So bring your right hand just so that you have that support. Inhale the left arm up, and then you're just going to come up and over, making sure that the left butt cheek stays seated and grounded. You can look up towards the sky. You can pull that left shoulder up and back. Take one more full breath here. Inhale, come back to center. You can bring both hands to the sky, interlace the fingers, push them up, pull the shoulders and arms back. Continuing to breathe, beautiful. You can look up if that feels good. And then exhale, release down. Take a full breath here before we switch sides. Now switching sides, left hand on the seat, right hand up and over, and then start to lean over to the left, making sure that you keep the right cheek grounded in the chair. You can look up if that feels good, rotating the shoulder behind you. Take one more full breath, feeling the rib cage on the right side, expand and open. Inhale, come back to center. So for some of you, you might have to sit up, or for some of you, you can sit all the way back. You're basically interlacing your fingers behind you. So just, these chairs are kind of funky, so it depends on what you want to do. You can either, if you have enough arm space and you can do this, you can use the chair to help you expand the chest, puff up through the chest, and pull your shoulder blades back. If you're not there because your shoulders are super tight, you can just sit up slightly, interlace your fingers, and then pull them back. Whatever works for you. Continue to breathe, inhale and exhale. And we're gonna come into a modified forward fold. You're gonna release the hands, inhale your arms up, and then you're gonna exhale, just come into a forward fold. If it feels better to sit back, you can. Relax the head, relax the neck. Inhale, you're gonna come into a halfway lift. So you're gonna put your hands on your knees, and you're not going to be able to do it. It's going to be at an angle, but you're going to puff the chest forward, pull the shoulder blades back, use the hands on your knees to support yourself, and then exhale, fold and release once more. When you're ready, slowly, vertebra by vertebra, start to rise back up, and then just a few cat-cows. So seated cat-cow, exactly what I just had you do, hands on your knees. You're just using it for support. I'll do it sideways so you guys can see. And so you're gonna inhale, this is your cow. So you're gonna push your belly forward and look up. And then as you exhale, you're gonna round your back, tuck your chin to your chest, and scoot back in the chair. Inhale, cow. Pulling through the chest, look up. And then exhale, cow. Last one, inhale, and exhale. Come back to neutral. Beautiful. Okay. Hopefully that reset the Wi-Fi and
So this is what I got.
I'm gonna leave these up here. You guys can have them if you want. Yes, ma'am. Like an additional button.
Yeah.
And it's like an additional option. Okay, right. So, let me show you on mine. So sometimes you can see it on the thing just so that you can follow along. So sometimes it's hard to find how to explain things to Lovable.
Okay.
And so see how it says browse with AI here in the right hand corner? I've downloaded Gemini's Google Chrome extension. So when I click on that button, it pulls up Google, Gemini's language model basically. And so notice how here it has share SheBuilds Oʻahu Lovable. So it notices that I am sharing this specific desktop. Say there was my old website or like my website and I wanted it to kind of take the essence of my website and infuse it into my app. Like it's not getting what I want it to look like visually. I could go and let's just say it's my Yoga Magic. So this is my pre and postnatal yoga website. I can now go to my Lovable and this plus button, I can share that website. And so now it can see both. So I'm referencing both of them at the same time and I can start asking it questions. So when you're like, there's certain things that are not there, like I need a specific button, I will then ask Gemini, I'm trying to get Lovable to vibe code an extra button that says this, that helps them have another option. Make sure that whatever it is where you're trying to add it is in this screen. Give me a prompt to give Lovable so that it can build out what I want it to. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So you can come to Google Gemini and in settings,
You installed the Gemini into your browser? Is that what you did?
yes, Gemini, like I'm telling you, ChatGPT just it's getting left behind in its accessibility. Just like Claude, she downloaded the Claude Cowork, where now Claude is actually in her desktop. Yeah, so now I can have it, like I have Claude here in my browser, and it does the same thing. Now I can share actual, like, web pages. Thank you so much.
Good to see you.
Yes.
This is awesome.
And are you on Quebec?
No, we're in over by the airport. We'll see.
You guys in the office? Oh, we didn't get an option.
Well, it's base housing, but
okay.
But yeah, it's not behind a gate or anything. So
we want
There's basically that is not a base. I was like, it's like space.
yeah. Yeah.
Service wives that are going to start to transition.
I have somebody who does weekly or monthly job fairs, which is part of the museum. And I host stuff that they don't work on the weekend. That was our first option.
Okay.
We should probably start a chat person.
We should, yes, yeah.
Because they asked me to do it because I'm trying to do workshops for vets, because they don't use AI when they're active duty. And when they transition out, they're freaking out because they're like, I don't know how to use
Do this,
AI.
yeah.
And I know coverage is different. It's like a challenge.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
Or if there's more of a conversation.
I would love more of a conversation, yeah. Most of my work is with the VA right now, but we're exploring some partnerships with the DOE for the transitioning folks, so.
Yeah, I met the guy that does the room at the Family Advocacy Center next to the Navy Exchange.
Okay.
That would be, they have like the space that's there.
Know that.
They have it for classrooms, anything that you want, it's usually free. But they do a monthly, I wanna say, members there for transitioning active duty. And they were like, it's like prime real estate, you wanna take one, like, I'd love to, but like, and this is priority, so like, give me an email, so I'll connect you guys to him, and then it's just a matter of like, if you guys wanna take, which that sounds like a good video for you.
Just trying to service.
But then if you have classes and stuff, like you could pitch him something where the two of us could teach in a room and then we would just reserve it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, plenty of ideas around that. I'm sorry, you were Lindsay.
And you took your profile?
I did. I only have my LinkedIn though. Is that okay? You guys on LinkedIn? I know you are.
I am, but I'm trying to be more active, so this is just
There you go.
And connections help the algorithm.
They do, they do. Perfect.
So
All
yeah,
right.
that's why I built the profile.
I love it. Yeah.
This way you guys like, I need to connect with you. I'm gonna find you in our,
Yeah.
Perfect.
Have a safe trip.
Okay, so did that make sense? Sorry, I kinda got.
It did,
Okay.
thank you. And
So-
I found Gemini in there
Yes,
already.
so all you have to do is then share the actual one, make sure you're in the tab where you're showing me this is where I wanna add the button. Sometimes I'll screen share, I'll screenshot it exactly where I'm talking about. I want an extra button right in this thing. How do I tell Lovable, cause it doesn't understand what I'm trying to give it? Give me a prompt and then it'll do it for you. So just so you guys can see, cause Auntie, I know what your real name is. Nani. No.
Lonnie.
Lonnie, okay.
You can
That's
just
right.
call me.
So again, my preference for vibe coding is base 44, y'all. And these are some of the apps that I've built. But like, look at this. So this is one that I'm testing as a like market-based app because a lot of us are trying to get branded images of ourselves, but who has money and time to go every 6 months and get a new photo shoot? So from one selfie, I can now come in here and say I want more pictures of me on stage because I'm trying to get speaking engagements. I can go here, I want stage pictures, and then I can have it generate 5 pictures of me on stage.
So how much
So
are you
this-
charging for this app?
So I'm still beta testing it. And once the beta testers and I finalize it, because of the way I built it, it wasn't necessarily customized for men. Because I serve military and active duty, and women, it was making it, the men's images weren't coming out that good.
Okay.
So here's my first one. And I can download it. Yes. Does that not look like me?
Are you using Nano Banana for that or what?
I don't know what it's using.
Okay, but it's doing something.
It's doing its job. And the she-shirts that it's coming out with, you guys, I'm gonna, so this is, here's another one. Now there's certain things, like, you guys, people pay to like follow me, come to me, I'm speaking at this thing, and I need pictures because I don't have any of me. These are all the images. I created this of me celebrating 60 subscribers on my YouTube. You know, like this, like, oh my gosh, you guys, like I was just playing with it to see, because I don't want, like, you know, here's me, like all dolled up with my possibility scarf and my decision crown, and I base everything on the lunar system. So the lunar buying beliefs is like a framework that I really sell, but these are all, looks like they were professional. Y'all, the clothing, I'm like, I need to learn how to go make clothes because I would love to have these clothes. but you can change it however you want. And so I chose specific people that I knew that would use this so that I could get BIPOC women, men with no hair, men with facial hair, so that I could really test it. Like this was too much. I was like, okay, now you're going like it's too goddess for me. I'm not like that. But this one was really good. And a lot of people have had problems with creating, images of themselves in yoga poses but telling you guys, the language models are improving so fast. Something simple like this, super crazy, and then I can download it and then take it into Gemini and have Gemini literally animate it and have me now walking down the beach. Like, the possibilities are crazy. And so that's something, another idea of a solution that I know my clients have, and I built an app around it for something that's more like what you guys are trying to do. And look, 14 out of 250, like, I'm telling you, it's crazy. And that one took a really long time to build out. But my Align CEO dashboard is my baby. Like, this one I built because I needed something. But it has everything. It tells me, like, I have a goal of what I need to reach. I have my root chakra. It's based on the moon. It gives me kind of an idea of where I am in my cycle. I like to make sure I start off my day with gratitude, and then I visualize. I'm a forward pacing person. I want to think as my future self. So I read something that I created of the person that I want to be in 5 to 10 years from now, and what my life would actually look like. I read it, then I declare that I've held it. I like to track how I'm feeling so that it analyzes my energy level based on the lunar cycle and the day of the week, so that when I can go back and look at my weekly planning, it can tell me and optimize. Your best days of when you are the most consistent is on Mondays and Wednesdays, so that I know when I'm future planning my stuff. I honor the energy that I'm in. It personalizes me. So Doctor, tell me your name again. Christella. It now, generative AI reads the first 3 prompts and then personalizes my mantra and affirmation based on the things that I was grateful for and my energy level, to help me honor, like, if it's a bad day, like, I didn't have much to be grateful for, but I'm grateful for being alive, waking up another day and having food in my refrigerator, and my energy is super low. It will create the affirmations based on those 2 things, so that it's I'm not feeling like I am it's not like a mental thing, to keep me going. I say it, put my hands on my heart, and say it out loud 3 times, and then when I claim that truth, I gotta choose one. I'm worthy of success flowing to me. I am worthy of success flowing to me. I'm worthy of success, and then I claim it, and I go to the next one. Now I have my CEO moves. I need all of that to be done in order for my mindset to be where it needs to be, so that I can actually start doing what I need to do to start creating my 8-figure business. Pomodoro, I have a hard time getting stuck and spending 3 hours fixating on something because I have ADHD. I need to do it in short breaks. So I give myself a Pomodoro timer, and then it tracks it. Then it tells me it's time for a break, because I don't give myself those breaks. And then I can see how many sessions. Based on that, it's also telling me, based on my lunar framework, a framework that I built, is telling me what the lunar cycle is in, and that's where that API comes into play. So now I know, based on my current moon, of where I'm physically at, where the cycle is for me, where my clients are, so that if I'm creating content in real time, I know where their mindset is. Customers are introspective, they're researching problems, but they're not ready to buy. This is their awareness phase. So what should I be focusing on? The why me content. Be the whisper in the dark. Help them feel seen in their longing. Share journaling prompts, emotional storytelling, gentle rituals. Ask, what are they craving for more? Because now's not the time to be posting about, hey, I have a workshop for $37. That's not what I should be posting on Instagram or Facebook. And then, did I meditate? Did I read? Did I do my audio university? Did I review my dreams and my overall goals? Did I move my body And then what did I actually do that actually moves my needle? Did I post on social? Did I publish a podcast? Did I engage in a community? Did I send an email? Did I blog? And did I honor the working hours? If I said I was only going to work 3 hours, did I actually honor it? Because I know that I'm a workaholic. And so it's really easy. And then from there, how many offers did I make? If you're not making offers, you're not making money. How many DMs did I actually make? Conversations lead to sales. How many masterminds have I done today? If none, it's okay. It's just because the inside AI is looking at it and how many leads did I get today? And then when you're done, nourishment, did I move? Did I hydrate? Because both of them lead to brain fog and all kinds of stuff. And then everybody suffers from self-sabotage. So what did I notice? And then as it's detecting, when the AI sees that I'm journaling anything in real time that's self-sabotaging, it will then start to give me gentle notes of compassion. It will change this note of compassion. If I start saying, I feel like an imposter as I'm teaching AI. Then see, this feeling is so common, yet it's the truth of who you are. You are here because you are capable and worthy. Every expert wants to be a beginner. Own your accomplishments. So that I could be like, okay, it's my little pep talk. Here's my affirmation. I am capable. I am worthy. I am deserving of my success, and I own my own expertise. Because I work in affirmations. When I say it, I believe it. But that's just like the small section. I have aligned actions for my to-do list. I have my weekly planning so that I can plan out my whole week. I have strategic planning for my month, my quarter, my yearly vision so that I can put it in here and have AI tell me, hey, you're supposed to be doing this. This is how much money you're supposed to be making based on all the things that you're putting in here. We are not meeting the goal. In order for that to happen, these are the things that I need you to do. But I also know that I need time to do health stuff. So I built in a Qigong. I do Qigong. So I can activate my Qigong or I can do a box breathing. Like you can actually, a 2-minute box breathing, and it will actually help them start this session. Oh, how are you feeling right now? They have to answer. So I'm feeling overwhelmed. And then they can start. And it tells them inhale, hold, because box breathing is hard. And then exhale. And they'll keep doing that. It'll give me a mantra if that's what I need. I can listen to music and then I can just keep following it. I can say I have to complete it early, and then it's going to ask them how did they feel now. And then because it's post, I don't want to ask them questions while they're feeling overwhelmed. I ask them after the breathing exercise. Why did you come here and what happened after you took the breathing exercise? Same thing with the Qigong. I have a wellness tracker, so this is my cycle syncing. I can tell it if I'm menstruating, not menstruating, if I'm doing it to the moon cycle, when my period was. It'll tell me my current phase and kind of where I need to be in my business. I have a revenue tracker. I have a journal insights, and the revenue tracker based on, I haven't set my intentions for this month, but it will tell me based on where I'm at, where I can optimize. So that would be like what you're trying to do, but in the health space. Yes, thank you for coming.
It was awesome to meet you all. I appreciate your time. It was so fun.
This is so fun. Well, I hope you finish out whatever you started. Oh, dang it. Do you have like 5 minutes?
I have.
Okay, we were supposed to do a raffle. Uh-oh. Okay. How are we gonna do this?
That was my laptop.
Okay.
No, you're okay.
Okay, you know what? Let's do spin the wheel. I should have built it in, which by the way you can do. Okay. Tabitha's here. Say everybody's name.
Bonnie, Ashley.
Okay, hold on. Bonnie, Ashley.
We lost the connection to the
Chris,
TV.
spell it for me. Chris.
CHRISTELLA. Melissa.
Babby.
Oh, that's right.
EADI.
I love your name. Heather. What's your, ma'am, what's your name again? Lee. L-I-E-G-H? L-E. Heather, you can't enter.
No. So Hen and Callie, C-A-L-L-E-I-G.
Is it C-H? No.
C-A-L-L-E-I-G-H.
That's everybody?
Your computer lost connection to the big screen at times.
Oh, my bad. It's been on, oh, so I've been sharing and you guys haven't?
Oh, no, just
Oh,
now.
just now, okay.
Just when you
I was like, ah! That's weird.
So just be ready.
We have a winner, Lonnie. How come it has two? Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. I want to remove it too. Okay, I need another one.
So it's kind of a long video, but edit it. Yeah, I just press that first. Yeah, everything. Right now, I'm updating it.
Okay. I don't know how to redo it. Do I need to?
Yeah. I'm gonna head out as well. Okay. You got it done. I know, got it done.
Oh, here we go.
I would not have gotten it done because I sold other stuff. So I'm like, I'm doing it now, and then it's done. It's live.
Ashley.
Are you back to the North Shore?
Oh no, that's not
I'm gonna go to
it.
Costco.
Oh, nice.
We're going down here. Yeah.
At least the Costco here is not.
I know. I
Oh
love
no, I deleted the wrong one, you guys.
Okay.
Finish up what you needed to do. You finished up what you needed to do.
Yes. But first pass over.
Locked down. I got locked out.
I'm gonna Gabby working in design.
I'll have to ask you.
How about you?
Because I think people
Yeah, I usually don't. Yeah, it depends, but I will.
so like that's why I wanted I had one created.
I will for the celebration.
Oh yeah, I'll we'll be
So
celebrate.
trying to get something out of it.
So you remind everyone when everything's happening. Your whole time to be in there. Like, it was good because I don't know. It's just like so with the
integrator.
I know. Technology was really this is on a high level, which is for sure. It's just the quick hotel, right? For me, I prefer
You can change other things. Thanks for coming.
I also trained on yoga floats. So I did a sound yin and sound bath class on the outboard. So it was a lot.
Like
bringing
you
the whole
trained or you actually
I trained and I like she did a sound. Yeah, so I taught the yin and then I did the sound bowls.
Oh, they're open.
And I did it like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I went to the event once and then I have fun with that. That's too much.
Well, we're gonna do that at pool. She's
Pool,
gonna sit
yeah.
on the actual like party.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then I will be on the water.
And then the water was, we did it on Moana, and so I brought the poles onto one of the 11-foot ones. But I'm so, I feel like we're so similar. I was a soccer teacher, and I'm a yoga teacher now, and I'm a digital strategist. this using astrology.
So that's okay. I will connect with you because the person that I'm working with now,
Nice to meet you.
does the astrology. And so she's teaching relationships. Yeah, so I will tell you because she's on Instagram, and so she's right now doing all the retrogrades. But she actually is has a PhD in immunology.
Yes.
So she comes from a completely different background, and then get into astrology, and that's been like
Well, I'm Awake in Wellness on Instagram, and I follow the EmpowerHER.
yes. Okay. So I'll see you when you're, and then be like tag you like this is Hannah. She does it in the compass.
Perfect.
Yes. So what did I say, Ashley?
Ashley.
Yes. You won.
Oh, I won, not Lonnie.
You won. Okay. You won the first one, and then we had a second one.
You said there was, I know, but I don't think it was.
I heard my name.
Yeah, it says Ashley.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Cheers, last
It's just like a cord hold, like to organize your cords.
I love it.
I was like, you guys are all IT now.
You know?
Love it. But make it grow.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, have fun, drive safe. Bye.
You too.
I need to drink some of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know if we're still streaming. I think we are. How are we doing?
Good, I just, it's not, I thought it was gonna be super simple, but it's not as easy as like, you know, like I figured it was just spit out one, but it doesn't, like you keep promising.
Yes, and that's what I was telling you, making sure that you're taking that time that beginning from, so that it goes as much as you can without overwhelming it, because sometimes it's like, this is a lot that you're trying to get me to build, and that's why I say I found Base 44 just does sometimes such a better job of ideating. We're taking that build off and making something more functional.
So like this is not, I mean, I just did the menstrual cycle, but I really didn't sit. I mean, I want the menstrual cycle, but I also want to put the symptoms down, you know, like what's their menstrual cycle, is it fertility, I feel pain.
But would they know how to do that? I feel
Well, they just have to put their last menstrual cycle, like the first day of their last menstrual
so
cycle.
basically what I had. So this is where I would use.
So I wanted it, so I wanted it to take my website and get the colors on there, and put the info on there, and then it would go with it. So like
This
this
is see that black thing, that means that whatever you hear is not an actual word.
well, I said test the whole thing, this is what I put in initially.
No, okay, so there's also, so when you go to the airport, this is where you would go with the digital thing. So it kind of gives you that space, but you can also like look in and say like, I don't like the fun, just do my you know, you can see all the other things that you can ask it, like if you wanted the progress bar to be a different color, you would click on it and then prompt it down here to change the design. So this is where I would actually go back and change all that prompt that you gave it with the hex codes and all that, that's where I would put down and share.
Okay, got it. So like
For future reference, that lovable that she built on, you had that part where, you need to go, so right here.
Any issues with this?
Yes. And so it's this where and I know there's spaces that has here. to type in, you could have put in your hex code. And that's your logo, but you collect your hex code. So if you're, again, when you get into these spaces where like, I'm prompting it, it's taking my credit, it's not changing it. I would be like, Jenna,
That's not.
I'm trying to build this out level and then it's not using what I'm asking. But just so you know, if you build more things with this, that's what I would. So where is your, is this right there? So I would go back, so like you can click out of this one, it's the same. I would go back to if you had Gemini too.
Well, yeah, so for my membership, definitely, I want my members to like, do this, like, this part of membership. But yeah, I mean, it was not looking at the way, like, yes, because I was like,
Well, I mean, I'm not an expert like Heather, but you know,
she wants to
if somebody just point me in the right direction and I switch around, then I'll figure it out.
and then help her, because that helps her in teaching college.
Thank you.
And so,
If you hear that,
that's the power of generative AI, so when I have someone who's like $1 million, which is my high-end coaching client, I can have generative AI do a summary analysis of like, what are the most common things. What are the most common self-sabotage? Where, what are not only are they shareable,
Or there's other things we can talk
but
about.
they
Like
also
Callie
are
was really it wasn't working for her. We used a program inside of Google Maps that was free. There's something else
it's not very
that's
helpful.
$69 for the year.
That's why I just find so for me, that just lets me know that they're back
affordable.
falling behind. There's a lot of things that
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I was complaining yesterday that I hadn't seen you in like forever.
So how do I edit this if I want to?
I tested this out to see.
Just keep my
Just I know normal people have no idea how to do the ability to actually do a form of now I can know, like, if people really need a hand holding, Lovable's pretty cool, because it actually does work step by step, and it does also for you, all you have to do is if you're like, I don't even know what then, you know, it was very walkable to get me to connect the stripe, create a stripe product so that it can actually take the payments for me, book all the people that need to pay for the travel after a flight. So for you thinking of the end product, you're building training all that for your lead, that next step of like, you want more guided support, okay, but I'm pretty happy. When they answer this, or they look like this, I want you to guide them towards this product. If they answer this or whatever, I want you to guide them towards this.
Got it. Talk to the wife.
So those are all like,
She's the one that knows.
now take this, and be like, this is a great start, but I need to like try and make sure you
So basically,
So it's what I picked up on the street, it's like $99.
she's the one you have to probably make a presentation. Hold on.
That was good. All the snacks back out. And so I just started it
Thank you,
because
thank
I
you
could
so
go down
much.
the rabbit hole of like everybody.
Okay. So you were in the CIA.
I work for the Department in the Army doing counterintelligence, but everyone here is counterintelligence and CI, and I wasn't that cool. I was cool, it just wasn't that cool.
That based off of that most common.
So
How are you like using these? Are you just getting clients to like build out stuff for them right now?
Or just make sure that it's.
Honestly, I know we're doing more
Or maybe it is possible.
I'm behind on this. I'm working with someone for Sarah and
It's like data collection, like financial
analyst and that takes me some of the credibility that people are like,
Oh my gosh.
Okay. And Heather, I'm here, and then I'm I do a lot of
we did a
This is what it looks like.
yeah, and then it's like, okay, this was the event, and I got a taste, this is not, I'm here, I need more of so I'm like, I just do it. And then 30 years.
And now it's
Yeah.
Yeah, like to actually integrate AI with that website, that, you know,
It's like,
people are working because they're like, oh, you just gotta like build a brand new I'm just kind of like seeing, if that's what I really gotta do.
Right.
Like, that's what it looks like.
Someone who has an AI agency at a networking event.
Yeah.
She's on vacation. She's my baby job.
AI is the future.
Everything I can do that.
Yeah, make that where I'm in, and since I don't have the revenue to have people yet, then
AI is something that's not as fast, it's just like.
yeah, so, absolutely. I ran a workshop,
You know, like,
years ago where I had everyone just record
While you're working.
Yeah, and then I built a little app that would have been command wonderful, but so people are not so they downloaded the app and they were able to just put videos in there. It broke down to 70, 80 pixels in 15 minutes, and then you could tell it was so good at watching.
I was there as listening, and was able to tell you,
Well, this is where you're not accepting this, where you are, and then we're using that to move them into systems that are working on sequences, don't.
Yes.
I'm in there. So, for $7 a month for the low end, and
now in town, I have some
it's all typing at school. And the next level is '97, and then my level right now, and group, and then the higher one, and I don't comes out to $3,000. Like I was working on this, and it's like, what you do have it's not for somebody else too, and they're actually with me for the price, and I'm like, listen, I think 78% of the market value of what I do and what you get over time when spending time, which you have to spend with your family, friends, blah, blah, blah. I invested 5 years in my first employer back in 2023. So, I mean, I've got a lot of time and a lot of money into this, basically. I was saying 900% of the time I use Perplexity. I like it more than others. So I have Google Chrome, and I believe use that extension for Perplexity. The screen reader is way better. It's more agentic, and I just keep getting like invoices, and even 3 invoices paid at this point. When that happens, get
Put this
your
information
thing.
so that you
Just
can give me all this information
They haven't
down
grown
and
at
then
my level yet, that's for that new tool that they have, yeah, on the program, it's $200 a month, especially there, yeah.
Click this,
Yeah.
The
people that are working
and that's just how I wanted to. Then I do that on my own, and I just want like a figure it out.
And you did it.
And then that way you could be like, I already see that they have
This person is like $5,000 a month, and look, you can do this, yes, you only
what I normally say out loud.
it's not on your computer, it's what you're trying to build a space.
That's the easy one.
Yeah.
Especially the red ones, you can't just, okay,
It was so nice to meet you.
So you got, you're in that sheet sizes that we
It's gonna take some
or
time.
just a different.
It was a lot, you have to,
Where's the one? Make this down. I don't even know what an SOP is. Like my protocols.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
When your patients are this is what they do.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
Okay, so Gabby's in both.
Okay.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
then
And I would do it for each one, I would do it for sleep.
Yeah.
Or like
Insane.
Yeah. So like, she's kind of color.
Like 2 or 3 people.
And then you know, then we're coming out.
Yeah.
then what you really need is.
Awesome. Okay.
I have an event in Kailua, so that's why I'm trying to pack up and
Okay,
pay
go, go.
bills and all that good stuff.
This for their nutrition, this for their daily activity, this for their menstrual cycle. Wow, this is what I would tell them.
I do.
Because you're already saying it.
I do, I do,
Yeah.
I do wanna break out.
Yes, then I would have to keep repeating it all the time.
Like, I feel like I'm teaching it, but AI is like, because you say it once.
Yes.
So then it will like, got it, that's, then you can start getting a project in class, created something.
And so that's why people go
So that the AI can actually help interpret it. That way, you're building that
So I trained ChatGPT for that.
You guys can't get where we wanna go, but we don't.
Then I would just do it in one.
You don't have to.
I can just use my ChatGPT.
Yes. And then just go like, whatever you build.
You have all my protocols in there.
Yeah, can you just give me like a canvas, which is like, it kind of its own version of a Google Doc? And then write out my protocol.
And like Heather and.
What are my standard skills?
Both have my.
And then I always have like I want to be able to not have to reach it, I want to be able for them to take the after as their initial instinct. Based on that, I can review all their answers, but the other things of the sun is based on what I already know I'm gonna recommend.
Are you Monday through Friday or?
More time is like, I bring home and then here's the like, give them the printout afterwards, and you just kind of go like, so there's certain things that we need to work on, and this is why. And I printed this out, also things that you need to be communicating. You can have the app created as like a checklist, or you can give them the app and be like, the app will now, like it's already in there, I've already triggered out what I want them to keep, what I want you to keep track of. So your profile is whatever, and then it is to the rest of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can make it so that you have.
Her and I did exchange.
Input parts.
In fact, I'm collaborating.
They will connect.
Yeah.
I know. You did great. That was fun.
How
did it feel?
Like
Being
crazy.
crazy. Yeah. That's okay. You're yeah, you're confident. It's wonderful.
And probably when it's not crazy on level, it will better. And you guys gave me good ideations, but that also was an experience for you guys.
Live.
How would you validate your actual app?
Yes.
This was obviously a more chaotic and easy way to do it, but I figured you guys, I would show you what was possible.
Yeah. I just think it's actually making it like the app that I really want.
Yeah.
No, but I didn't sign
And like I said, I've had to start from scratch, like, you know what, I'm just wasting more time trying to get the wrong app to where I wanted to, and start over.
I love,
And you
I love getting.
met Gabby Dr. Gabby, because that's how we, or she told us
Yeah.
about you. Okay,
Because,
good to meet you and all.
she was doing samples of the self-loves with self-care.
Okay, such a small world, okay,
And
so
that's
that's
From then, through Heather, who runs
That's the way I am,
Yeah.
so, or like a Facebook story or
Rising
like
in Hawaii or something.
Okay,
Yeah.
love it. Great, okay, well, this was fun.
Yeah, and so just know, your guys' presence means a lot, because there's some nonprofit organizations who caught eye, with Heather's connections, and so they're looking to sponsor
Some
more
more
events
she
like
builds
this.
Oʻahu.
Oʻahu, because they're like, we didn't realize, because she's going to one of the nonprofits, doing the AI summit in
Big
April.
Island. Yeah, I
I'm
know.
like, it's in the middle of the week, I have a
No.
3-year-old, so
Yeah.
I can't go. I would, 1000%.
So did you
but-
connect with women in tech?
Yes.
Okay, I know, I was like, you need to connect with them.
So I'm meeting with one of the board members on Thursday or Wednesday, so that they can hear how this went, because they didn't realize that people want this. And they're like,
So we'll do more SheBuilds.
well, not SheBuilds, is level.
Oh, but
Yeah.
we'll do
More AI stuff, yeah, and so it would be nice to like get other people to be center stage and show us your genius.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Well, so have all you because that's what you do. Yes. Definitely. Like I said, my now, but just you know, it looks so familiar. It's because you do things with Dr. Gabby.
Yes.
Oh, you know Dr. Gabby. So have you done collaborations before?
Yes.
Oh.
That's why.
I'm actually gonna do, she wants me to do water sound healing and water breathing. So we're setting that up right now. The sound healing is so good at our last one, that it was under like contractor.
Because that's how Dr. Gabby's and her goal getters collab. And so that's how she's
Just love that. Yes.
Love it.
Yeah. And that's, she was at our event, and so that's how.
That's how.
Yes.
So just to like.
Yeah, like I said, I just got here in November, and so we just got a household goods, like Christmas, and I had young 3 years, and so this is like hormones are first, like, okay, I finally get enough space to like network.
We're in the same boat.
Yes.
That's what I thought. You can make an appointment, like, for sure.
Because I know you actually
Yeah, and I was like, yeah.
But I wanna get
There was a little boy that my son played with, and I just had a moment where I think play together on the playground or whatnot.
He has
But
long hair, like, okay,
my son was long hair. Oh, but we should totally do like a little play date, and then I'm like, girl, I want to learn from you. Yeah, I'm learning AI to support her. So,
I mean, everybody needs to see
exactly.
Look at Ken, he's doing it.
He's doing it. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. Thank you for having us.
Did you left that again?
No, I'm having it analyzing the current site.
Bye, you guys. I'll see you guys Friday. So in person? It's in. Yes, it's focused Friday. Okay. Add stuff. Okay. I think 10. 10 o'clock. Okay.
That's the one that is.
Okay, I'll see you then.
I like this.
I know.
Yes.
There you go.
So, and then my it's women's wellness. Oh, here, you just texted me. I'm just texting you.
Oh, perfect.
And then you can check.
Okay. Yes, I want to. There's a couple more people, both my sister-in-law and my sister are struggling now. Do you do distance stuff?
You know, I'm not yet. I'm trying to renew my California license, and then I'm trying to get my Nevada license.
Okay.
So where are
They're both in Michigan.
Oh shoot! You know, I know a well, I don't think so. Nurse practitioners, you have to be, you know.
Under doctor's direction.
No. Hawaii is actually very progressive. I don't have to have a collaborating physician, and so is California.
Nice.
But in order for us to do televisits, we have to have that license within the state that you're in. So I can't provide.
If they were here, could you see them here?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're during the state of Hawaii and like say like, you know, hey, they want to go on vacation, yes.
That would definitely be, my sister-in-law probably not, but my sister.
I haven't been.
So she was just here in October, and then I'm coming again.
So I need to
Probably,
get back to my
my
side of the
niece
island.
graduates in June, they'll
Because
probably
it is
come
now
probably
super late,
fall.
and I'm gonna be late. And I still have to
Okay.
take my dog. So I plan on leaving here for
Yes, yeah.
Ah, well, yeah.
She's a medical girl, she's a medical assistant, she's got,
Oh, good.
she's a medical massage therapist.
Awesome.
So, yeah, so she's very,
she's
struggling with a couple of
for
things,
3 weeks
so.
over the summer. Her
You know,
dog
and-
is,
and that-
her name's Rebecca. She lives in Oʻahu.
Yeah.
It's a
Only after I
bulldog.
have my kids that I'm like, this is not enough, and I'm like,
Right.
I need what I need,
Yeah.
right? So
Well,
I
temperament.
think you can take
So
this
we can deal with
So
those.
I've been doing, I've been studying it since
How is
before,
the
like
only
after my
one?
first baby,
Yeah.
41, but
Rebecca and
you know, when
Calvin.
they get autoimmunity right after like delivering, it's because
So
all
you just
all
get
of the
instructions from how
now they're like, okay,
to
we're doing all of the autoimmunity,
On the water.
syndrome, fibromyalgia, all
Yes.
of that, right?
Yes.
Because it's very,
Using coconut.
progesterone's very anti-inflammatory, right? So-
And I work from the emotional side of that. If you ever come in and they're, of dad, I work from the emotional side of dad, of.
I am so familiar about that.
Yes.
Regular
Yes.
training.
And mindfulness
Colors
and
and
the nervous
meanings.
system.
Just
And then watching
Yes.
the HRT, right? Like you gotta be able to like make it still good, like I said.
And the thing is,
You gotta fix it from all levels or you're not moving
I
forward.
love it.
Yay. Oh, I can't wait to check it out.
Yes, I have your phone number. Call me if you want an appointment.
Okay.
Text me.
And where are you located at now? Yeah, I'm downtown usually every Thursday now, because one of the healing centers down here on the sound. What do you say? So, Fiber Collaborative, so I know it's kind of a weird name, but they have a nonprofit too, that they do, and they serve us. So, yeah, so they do a lot of different, they want me to trace through there and just start doing something.
but because I think phase 4 got bought by Paris.
Yeah.
One party was earlier, so I missed that.
So I'm
Yeah, we're down to
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, thank you.
Very much. You have a great afternoon. Thank you. Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Alright. How do we keep in touch with you guys? Like, will you guys give us information about your upcoming events or other events you guys are having?
But I think this was kind of a push for Anthropic and
Oh, my info is on.
Okay, cool.
based
So,
on like.
but I know, and Nancy will, well, I got the backside of it too. So I'll just email everyone.
Yeah.
Say, thanks for coming.
No, thank you.
Blah, blah, blah.
This is super helpful. And if someone's, here, this is somebody's,
He's like.
Oh, you too. Thank you. I got the Sharpies.
I was like, Saturday is for you, dude. And if you want me to be your
I got mine.
mama, Sunday is your day.
Yes.
Nice day.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, he was just weird. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's all military stuff. Yeah, I was like,
Pretty cool.
yeah.
Lost a bunch of fishing gear out of it, but then I didn't see the details of it. So.
Yeah, he almost lost a $2,000 fishing pole by some big old fish. That should be exciting, like.
Told myself I thought it was an almost.
What happened? Girl, he and I got to complain about some Japanese fishing company and sponsoring him to use their equipment and be in some kind of like show. I'm sorry. Did it work? Did you get to anything?
No, I didn't get anything completed, but it was good practice.
Well, if you look on the internet or like MySpace and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell it to that last class. They did that too, but
Yeah.
this was kind of more chaotic. It was good though. I thought it was really good, but it was nice for you guys to see what other people are trying to do.
Yeah.
And then see that even me making it is still glitchy. Like it's not about perfection, but it's getting like I said, compared to what people like, I wanted to build all kinds of apps, and I was like, I don't have $20,000. And I was like, I have $10. There you go. I can do it myself. So, but this again, you're gonna really
I know.
design your website.
Yes.
Um,
No, I was curious something.
But she and I both use high level, and for like, I know he's already on the high level.
Somebody is telling me that I gotta switch.
Yeah, and I definitely don't have high level right now. I'm not. I mean, if I showed you what high level looks like you know, I can see why.
I found the right level first, and then I was kicking around, and it took me, and I'm like, oh, this is a high level version of this, high level, and I was like, oh, you snakes, because they were like, oh,
So on high level, you can customize.
it's the original, right? And then other people make their version of it, and then all they're charging extra to do this, and extra to this. It's
So,
in high level.
the way it would work, like your friend that you're working with that's trying to convince you to go to high level. If you knew what you guys were doing, like you built your high level and it's like working and you're like everything, your back end's good, your front end's good, you're flooded with customers and you don't do nothing, you only like you golf and swim and do stuff and you only work like two hours a week and whatever and everything's perfect, then you guys could white label your own high level and sell the software, but preloaded with an agent or clean, like carpet clean. Everything would be customized specifically to other carpet cleaners, so that then you can teach them how to, build our business, so that they can then duplicate it, but they have to pay you to actually do it. Like, why would I teach my competitors while anyone's supposed to do this kind of situation? And that's basically how people have been using it. So like for me, eventually I want to be in a place where I can have my own, it's called a SaaS, when you start to then sell the software as your own. And it's not that expensive, like $497 when you are charging people, and people are charging crazy amounts of money, like hundreds, like $500, $1,000, because they're paying not just really for the software, but they're also paying for the function that comes with it, because I can build you a website and I can build you all the stuff, but if you don't have the business part of it, you don't know what it takes to network or to do all the stuff on the back end, get your licensing, things that you already know how to do, that people are like, oh, I don't even know how to start my carpet cleaning business, and what about chemicals and things and labors and all that stuff you already know, so they're paying you for your knowledge. And so you're making monthly recurring income. So let's just say that you have 100 people using your stuff, and you're charging them like $297, and you have all, like, 50 website templates just for carpet.
So I could just sell the course.
Yeah.
Or start a product new business. Right? For $97, buy my course.
But then how much
Sell it to
more
a million
money?
people. Oh,
You can
woman.
sell that.
Oh, I sell it for $1, I sell it to a million people. I'm a millionaire.
But if you got $297,
I wanna build a course on this thing. That's
you
what
can
I'm
have
doing.
a course and you can give them the software.
It's like a plug and play.
Like, I'm not just gonna show you.
Because you can do it, and it takes a lot of cleaning and punching and farting around.
I don't wanna be doing this.
But that's what I'm
with
saying, the guy that you're with, he could help you set it up so that you have your own staff, and then that's where the money
Did you take?
paying you $297 a month, and you guys.
It is time to eat some food.
Give me more.
Wait, am I teaching them to do it? Or I'm doing it for them?
Best maker will get to learn key skills and take home
You're the face, you're the brand. You know, you're the one with the successful carpet. You're the one that actually knows how to run a carpet business. You're the one that knows how to get clients and all the stuff. Your friend knows all the back end stuff. It helps you build.
Some of them are just haywire.
Looks like some of you are starting to use buttercream on your cakes and Papa hasn't even demonstrated yet.
They buy a templated house, and all they're doing is paying you
I
rent
know
to
we're
live in.
sitting among Michelin chefs.
This is a good point. You make something
Oh,
It's
So I basically use a template, built them the same system, connected to their domain, whatever domain they want.
Someone might actually.
People, what they do is they gatekeep. So they charge people $97.
We finally had good
Some people don't know that it's high level yet. They then
How did you
have
get
the
this job?
control
Really adorable.
on the back end to say if you want access to the
You miss me.
So if I'm doing this, like if I subscribe to a high level.
So what's the plan,
And I start doing this.
You must have brought me up for something fun. Terrorize the locals, destroy the town. Let's get started.
That's crazy thing. More 97, you can sell it, you can have 1,000 people.
Oh, and then you can charge the people.
Oh,
Yes, there's
shucks.
people that are in the
Oh, what's the word?
3 accounts.
Goosebumps.
It's unlimited, but the onboarding is manual, so it's not ideal unless you're just. It's the automation, so like when you sign up for an account, automated. With 297, you can have as many sub-accounts as you want, but you have to actually type in them to like push the buttons to make sure they have access to all of them. It's pretty good, like if you have a good like framework and you know how to teach, and people like are in need of needing to know how to get in the industry, that is how people are making $1 million a day. If they're charging crazy amounts, like $500 a month, $2,000 a month,
To get to that kind of.
They're charging $2,000 a month
for the software. They're customizing it for a specific.
But then you gotta put in the work to create.
Yes, so that's the hard part. Building.
Complex of a system.
Hey, so this site, is it gonna go away or is this gonna be on my account?